We got a Johnny raid? That's what I'm talking about. Welcome in, Johnny Raid. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, Johnny Raid. Welcome in, guys. We're going to go ahead and get it started. If you don't mind, do all the wonderful things, right? Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. It's only one coin. It'll help boost the live, push us out to the FYP. I'm going to go ahead and get it cracking. We're going to get it cranked up. I need everyone locked in with me. Are you guys ready? Let's get after it.
You stepped in the box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, he slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Great stats,
breaking news.
Like a glitch, I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare.
Are you guys gaslighting me?
Like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background.
What's the breaking news?
Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source.
Gaslight? Am I being gaslighted?
Power, that's force.
I feel like I'm being gaslighted.
The trip, the call. You slip once, I'm snatching it all. Yeah. Step in if you dare.
Santana, dude, did you hear the news? Did you hear what just happened?
Is this your doing? What?
You need to check it out.
Okay, what just happened? Did Johnny just gaslit me? Johnny, get back up here. I feel like I just got gaslit. I don't know. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I looked it up. No, listen. You guys are gonna play me. I checked the Twitters. I checked BBC. I checked Al Jazeera. I looked up. I believe I just got gas-litted. All right, Johnny. I got you. I see how we do. Okay, he got me. Johnny absolutely got me. You got me. I was fooled. I was looking like, what in the world just happened? Because you guys were spamming it, and I was like, holy smoke, something must have really just happened. Okay. I see how we doing on this Saturday morning. I got you. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. We are only looking for some debates. Guys, please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies. We're only looking for some debates. And if you are friendly, keep doing all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live. Send your daily heart. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. And I'm going to keep resetting these daily gift goals to these little 1-cent goals. It will, again, that'll help boost the live as well. So if you guys can keep knocking that out, it would be absolutely wonderful. Again, guys, get in the box if you are a Trump supporter. We're getting into it because, guys, MAGA, Kamala would never. Just make sure that you know that, you understand that. You understand, because there's a lot to what Donald Trump is doing, and there's a lot to what Donald Trump has done, and Kamala would never, including get punked by Putin, crash the economy, protect PDF files, disrespect troops, or start a civil war. Kamala would never. Or you know what? You could just admit you miss Obama. If you're willing to do that, then we can go ahead and get into it. You can absolutely admit that you miss Obama. But again, guys, please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. We're only looking for some debates. Anna, I don't think you're a Trump supporter, are you?
No, I'm not. This was an accident.
Okay, I'm gonna drop you down. I appreciate you. Toe, are you about to be weird? Yeah, I called it. Hey, question for you. Like, what satisfaction do you get out of being like weird online? Do you think that was, wait, did you even think that was funny? Or how about come up with a new shtick?
Why are you mad, bro?
I'm not mad. I'm just saying you're not funny.
KYS.
Like seriously, I appreciate a good troll, but like if you're gonna troll, like be funny. And then you run. That's how you handle trolls. You embarrass them. You absolutely embarrass trolls. Guys, no lie, I figured out how to handle like trolls. Not only just trolls, but specifically how to handle crash outs. Or should I say crash ins? People who have no substance and all they want to do is actually just do some, you know, whatever on your live. I figured it out. What it is they have a plan, right? They have a plan. Like that guy just now, his plan was, oh, I'm going to request up. And as soon as Santana says something, I'm going to make a horse sound. And then he's going to like kick me. That was his plan. But one of my favorite quotes is from Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. That direct quote from Mike Tyson. And that's what you got to do sometimes because listen, most of them don't think past go. They're not good at it. They're not good at being a troll. They're not good at being a person. They're not good at life. I am though. Anywho, guys, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are looking for some debates. This is Sparring with Santana. And I have to say, Kamala would never. Kamala would never. Guys, Kamala would never. The way Donald Trump rolled over and showed his belly to Vladimir Putin, it shows who he is. The way that he absolutely acquiesced to a dictator, it shows you who he is. It shows you where we are as a country. Donald Trump exhibited weakness. And I don't understand how MAGA, how you guys could be okay with that. I don't understand how, after saying that you voted for someone that was strong, after you said that you voted for someone that would know how to handle other world leaders, that other world leaders would respect, you're good with Donald Trump being the weakest of the weak. You're absolutely good with Donald Trump not only meeting Putin on American soil, which FYI, right? I know, listen, chat, I know you guys are smart. You guys are smart, right? Donald Trump isn't. Donald Trump kept saying, we're going to meet Putin in Russia. We're going to Russia. That's what he kept saying. We're going to Russia. And even in his interview, prior to meeting with Putin, when he was on his way to Alaska, he said, oh, if there's no deal, then I'll get in a plane and go back to the US.
Hey, how are you doing?
Give me a second. Alaska is a part of the US. FYI, for anyone that does not know, Alaska is absolutely a part of the US. Donald Trump doesn't know that. I know you guys know that. Coy, are you a Trump supporter?
Are you kidding me? My brain is fully functioning, man. What do you think?
All right. Yep. I appreciate it. Guys, listen, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. This is not late nights. I'm not looking to speak with friendlies. Friendlies, I love you. I do. I absolutely love you guys. Listen, you all are on the right side of history. You're absolutely on the right side of history. These ass clowns, MAGA, they're not. they're the ones that need to actually answer for their daddy.
As
James,
MAGA, I am on the right side of history
I
because we're
hear
actually
you.
going to make this country great.
I hear you. Cool. So James, I'm gonna go ahead and make the assumption that you're a Trump supporter.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. James, I see in your title you have a mass debater. Have you mass debated today?
I have, yeah, but I'm a master debater.
Okay, you are a master debater. You are mass debate. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm not doing.
All right.
I'm not doing it right
Cool.
now. If that makes you, yeah, I'm not doing it now.
No. I mean, it's fine.
I'm
Like you
debating,
can do it whenever you want. It doesn't make me uncomfy. Anyway, listen, James. Question for you.
Can I ask you a question after?
After
your question.
Yeah. Just hold tight.
Sure.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I've seen you before. Yeah.
You have. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So if you've seen me before,
Let me follow. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you know what this is?
What
Like,
is?
Like all of this, like the totality of all of this.
You're saying you mean the background you have?
Kind of. James, before you get to your question, is it okay if I give you a proper introduction to not only like truly who I am, but what this is?
Sure.
Okay, give me a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We're not speaking to friendlies. We are only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, knock out the daily gift goal. I'm going to keep resetting it into these little small gift goals so we can get pushed out to the FYP. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you're liking the live. And if you like to support the live, you can definitely do so at Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You. All the pay links are in the link tree in the bio, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or you can send a YouTube super chat. What up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? All right, let's get into it because we got James up here and we're honored to have James. James is a masturbator. So James, you had a question for me.
Yes, and no Democrats. I think a lot of Democrats aren't logically consistent on this position, but you do believe a man can become a woman, correct?
I believe that a man is a man and a woman is a woman.
So you don't believe that?
I believe a man is a man and a woman is a woman.
So can I ask you this follow-up question? Do you believe someone who is a white man can become a black man?
No. And so listen, it's funny. I think I've heard you try to get this point across. So when I say a man is a man, a woman is a woman, when I say that, I mean a trans man is a trans man and a trans woman is a trans woman. I don't care about, I don't care about your identity politics. And no, you can't say, oh, I'm black, I'm transracial. Fuck out of here. If you don't understand racism, race, the actual systemic racism, the systematic racism that continues to actually, quote unquote, plague us. And then also, I don't care how you try to actually, quote unquote, cosplay in society. You would still be viewed as a white man because of your phenotypical characteristics, and you would still have access to the patriarchal system that allows you to claim your whiteness. So next.
What if it's the other way around? Can someone who's black become white?
I don't know. No, listen, Bud, I'm not here for your identity politics. Nice try. Now, let's actually engage in the background. Hey, Kamala would never.
Well, we can engage on another topic, but I just don't think that's
I'm just saying. Listen, you wanted to come up here and try to play identity politics. I'm not.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the background. Literally. Okay. Kamala would never get punked by Putin, crash the economy, protect PDF files, disrespect troops, start a civil war, or you can just admit that you miss Obama. Which one do you want to do today, James?
all these are delusional, right? I mean, the economy is not crash. The Putin was not punked. He had a meeting with them. I think having a meeting is always an effective thing. What will come out of that is what will come out of that, but I don't think there's anything wrong with having a meeting.
Okay, so let's start with that one. Let's start with that one because that's the hot topic, right? Hot topic, not the store, but what's actually happening. Donald Trump was absolutely punked by Putin. And the reason why I say that is because multiple factors. One, Donald Trump met with Putin here in Alaska, which, fun fact, Donald Trump, for some reason, doesn't realize Alaska is a part of the United States. He keeps calling
He
it
obviously
Russia.
Understands it is. It was part of Russia before.
Yeah, well, why does he keep calling it Russia now? That's not weird to you?
It's part of, it was part of Russia, now it's part of America.
It was, but was it exactly?
But I think
James, are you advocating for giving Russia back I'm sorry, are you advocating to give Alaska back to Russia?
You're taking all these crazy things that you hear from the news and you think that, oh man,
I'm not hearing anything from the news. I'm hearing it from the horse's mouth. This came from Jimothy. Like literally, Jimothy is the one that keeps saying it.
If you're delusional enough to think Trump is going to give Alaska to Putin, I don't know what I can tell you, except maybe I'll pray for you.
I'm not the one that's saying that he's going to give. I'm not the one that's saying that he's going to give.
And of course, he's not going to give.
Wait, hold on. Listen. I'm not the one saying that he's going to give Alaska back to Putin. Donald Trump, for some reason, and it keeps saying it. Maybe it's a Freudian slip. Thank you for the cake. Maybe it's his actual mind slipping or whatever the case may be. But he's the one that not only keeps saying or kept saying we're going to meet in Russia, but literally while on the plane with Sean Hannity before the meeting, he said, well, if the meeting doesn't go well, I'm just going to leave. No press conference, and go back to the United States. That's what he said. Yeah. That was him.
Well, when Putin takes over Russia, I'll be the first to denounce Trump. But I mean, I think you're just living in delusional hyperbolics.
I'm not advocating for that.
No one believes he's giving Russia. Alaska's basically, it's a giant state that's basically like 1/5 the size of the whole United States. It's not in the continental United States. It's not in the lower 48. So it is kind of like its own country. Yeah. But going back to the states, that's like the 48 lower. But yeah, I mean, you're just getting caught up on something that's really just not even realistic.
I'm legitimately not. I mean, I was just going through the points as far as how Putin punked him, and I just called out the fact that Donald Trump, for some reason, I'm just calling out the fact that Donald Trump, for some reason, continued to actually harp on the fact that he was going to Russia. It was Alaska, and also he kept saying, "I'm going to go back to the United States." While already being in the United States. Now, if you want to talk about access to Alaska for Russia, again, I don't think that Trump is going to quote unquote give Alaska back to Russia, but there was some actual reports from Newsweek, from Al Jazeera, that there had been considerations that Donald Trump would actually give access to the minerals that are located in Alaska as a sweetener to entice him to agree to a ceasefire as far as the war with Russia and Ukraine. Now, as far as
they've sure never made up a story. They're the most honest news organizations.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I don't care about what you think about reputable news sources. I'm just telling you that they report that there was considerations. I'm not saying that it was absolutely
true. And I could report something too. I mean,
but who are you, James? You're James on TikTok. I'm James, no one cares about your reporting. I'm talking about journalist. James, masturbator, journalist. I hear you. Cool. We're talking about Newsweek. Yeah. We're talking about Al Jazeera. Anyway, Donald Trump got punked because once he got to Alaska, Putin absolutely dictated to Trump in multiple ways, i.e., when Putin got there, he controlled the tone, the tempo. Putin actually spoke first, which is not normal for a press conference with two leaders and the actual visitor, right? It's always the leader of the country that speaks first, and then the visitor speaks, which had the News Corps in a bit of a tizzy because Putin spoke in Russian. And of course, the press corps wasn't ready for that because they were waiting for Trump to speak and then Putin to speak afterwards. He also
he got punked because Putin spoke first. I just think these are delusional things.
But do you know how to make a cake? like a layered cake?
When can
Or
what
how
does this
about
have to do
how
with
about a
it?
lasagna? Have you ever made a lasagna? Do you know how
Do
many
you want-
layers?
do
You know how
want
many
me
layers
to-
a lasagna has before you can eat it?
This is why we can't deprogram
Hey,
people in the
James,
radical left,
James,
because they're not talking about
focus.
issues.
Listen, I don't want to hear your hyperbole. Listen to me.
You speak
Do you
and let me
know
speak.
when making a lasagna, you won't let me make the lasagna, bud. Let me make the lasagna.
All right,
It's
go.
layered. I'm not saying that Putin punked Trump because of one thing. I'm giving you all the things that made the lasagna. I'll let you know when it's ready for you to eat. All right? Now,
Tell me.
so
tell me
the
when.
first thing was the fact that Putin showed up and he dictated to Trump. He dictated to Trump in multiple ways, whether it was him actually bringing his own vehicles from Russia to actually ride in. It was him forcing his way to the front of the line and jumping in front of Donald Trump while interviewing with the press. It was him getting behind closed doors where there's reports that Putin actually said what he had to say and then got his photo op and left. And there are reports which they're actually shown that Putin canceled the actual lunch that he and Trump had and left and went back. That's why Trump actually left and went back early, because Putin actually cut the trip short. Afterwards, Donald Trump said, well, there's no deal until there's a deal, and continued down that path, even though prior to the meeting, Donald Trump said there'll be grave consequences if there's no deal that comes out of this. This was Donald Trump. Donald Trump himself said that there were going to be grave consequences if there was no deal. There was no deal, and there's no actual consequences. So with all of that said, the layers that I just made, it's your lasagna. Putin, punk, Trump. Go.
I just find that all delusional. You're using anonymous sources, which are highly biased against the president.
Anonymous sources?
He met with him. You said there's reports of this.
Okay, would you like for me to tell you exactly where the reports came from? Because they're not anonymous.
Honestly, like I really don't care, because unless they were in that room.
Don't say that,
can I
James,
speak? I let you speak.
James,
I let you speak.
Listen,
Why can't
you're
I
not
speak?
gonna actually try to
You're
bullshit
not
what I
letting
just
me
said.
I'm
Don't
not
try
gonna
to
bullshit
actually
what you
twist.
said.
No, don't try
Let
to
me
twist
speak.
my statements when I am giving factual information.
Let
If
me
you want me
speak.
to actually provide any facts behind what I said, let me know, and I will.
Were
actually,
they in the room?
Sure,
Were they
I
in the
will.
room with
No,
the negotiations?
I will give you all my sources.
Can you just
Don't
answer
try
that
to
question?
say.
Were
don't
they in
try
the
to
room
actually-
during the
sure.
negotiation?
Don't try to actually.
Why can't you answer that question? Were they in the room with it during the negotiation? Yes or no?
Okay, so James,
you can't answer the question because you know the answer
I'm
is
answering
no.
the question.
They weren't, and they
I'm
had
answering
no
the question.
information.
Would you like for me to answer the question, James?
Sure. Were they there?
Okay.
Were they in the room?
So, as far as the reports that I'm speaking on, the actual reporters were not in the room. They spoke to people that were in the room that gave them direct information about what happened. So these sources, including Fox News, actually spoke to the people that were in the room and got this information on the record, not off the record, on the record. Everything that I'm saying comes from an actual source. Anyway, the floor is yours.
So because somebody says something, that means that's what happened, right? No, it doesn't. So when they have that meeting, I think having a meeting is good. I think Trump, he's prevented numerous wars. The Thailand and Cambodia, he prevented that war. That war was about to happen. Azerbaijan, there was a conflict going on there. Trump prevented that from happening.
Hey, bud,
he's a peacemaker.
what does any of that have to do
working.
with Putin punking Trump? Stick to that. I don't want to hear what you
Trump
think about
saves
all these
lives
other
around
places.
the world.
Yeah,
because it makes me think he's going to do the same thing here.
Focus on Putin and Trump.
I'll focus on this. It means he's going to do the same thing here. He stopped all these other conflicts from happening. This conflict will end eventually. Well, yeah, I mean, the Thailand and Cambodia, that conflict stopped. Azerbaijan, they've had a conflict going on over their border for a while. He had a ceasefire with that. Right now, he's working on Russia, Ukraine. He's working, on Israel, Hamas. He's working on many different issues. He is working on these issues. He's the only president that's meeting with Putin. Okay, Putin's a nuclear armed power.
Exactly. Donald Trump is the only president that actually takes these extremes and gets nothing from it, because other presidents understand.
How do you know he got nothing from it?
Well, hold on. Again, let me finish my point. He takes these extremes and he gets nothing from it. Specifically, calling back to his first administration, what dictator did he meet with?
He met with Kim Jong-un.
Okay, and where did he go?
He stepped over in North Korea. I think they met in Singapore once. I think they met another
so
time
he
as
stepped
well.
in. Yeah, he went to North Korea. And,
That's an accomplishment.
Sure. And actually meeting with Kim Jong-un, he was told that he was going to, or he assured us that Kim Jong-un was going to stop what?
Said he was going to stop his nuclear program and stop launching missiles.
You're absolutely
Japan.
right.
Yeah.
How long did Kim Jong-un stop?
He fired into, he didn't fire off at Japan. He'd fire into the.
How long did he stop the
sea.
actual missile testing?
But you're getting.
How long did he stop the actual missile testing?
We had no war with North Korea.
How long did he stop the actual missile
testing? Okay,
testing?
so you're trying to clamp
How long
down
did
on
he
this
stop
point.
the actual missile testing?
Kim has done missiles for a
How
while.
long did he stop
So
the actual
you are
missile?
trying to lock something in that fits your narrative.
James,
Trump works.
James,
okay, his policies
listen,
work, and you'll see that.
James, Donald Trump. The reason for Donald Trump going to North Korea for stepping into North Korea was to get Kim Jong-un to stop his actual nuclear missile testing. Kim Jong-un did stop the nuclear missile. He did stop the nuclear missile testing. How long did Kim Jong-un stop the testing?
Kim Jong-un is not actively firing weapons.
How long did he stop the testing?
You are
after
trying
meeting
to
with Donald Trump.
Listen,
James, if you can't answer the question, just say you can't answer the question.
You can't answer my question.
You don't have the testicular fortitude to actually answer the question.
And you can't answer, can a white man become a black man? Like, you can't answer that question.
No, because you're sitting here and you want to play.
You're not affirming people.
Wait. Hold on. This is the difference between my question and your question, right? My question is based in facts, right? It's something that happened. No. My question is based in facts. It's something that actually happened. It's on the record. Your question is identity politics. You're looking for something that you can grasp at, and I have no interest in actually playing your silly little, well, what if game. I'm not playing a what if game. I'm saying my question is directly something that happened. So can you answer the question? How long did Kim Jong-un
is not threatening the world anymore.
How long did Kim Jong-un stop his missile testing?
He stopped firing missiles over Japan. He stopped firing missiles over South Korea. I think it's
okay. We're gonna try this one more time, James. And James,
why are you afraid to answer?
No. We're gonna stop this. We're gonna try this one more time, James.
Are you afraid?
I'm gonna give you the question. And James, if you can't answer the question, you lose. You lose, bud. I know how you guys feel about quote unquote winning and losing.
Trump won, America.
No. If you can't answer the question, then you lose. James.
You can't answer my question either. So why are you afraid to answer my question?
James, how long did Kim Jong-un stop the missile testing after meeting with Donald Trump?
He never stopped missile testing. He stopped firing missiles over at Japan and South Korea, and the world was a safer place.
That's not true. He stopped for less than 2 weeks. And then he started again. He stopped for less than 2 weeks and then started again. So the actual point of Donald Trump meeting with Kim Jong-un was to get him to stop the nuclear missile testing. Kim Jong-un stopped for less than 2 weeks, and then he went right back to it. Donald Trump went right back to calling him Little Rocket Man, and he got nothing from it. So the point that I'm making is Donald Trump did something unprecedented, right? He went to North Korea, met with a dictator, and gave a dictator a bigger platform. He gave
it seems like meeting with dictators stops wars. Democrats don't stop wars. You guys had all the wars
at the table.
You had Israel, Hamas.
He gave. Listen.
You guys don't stop wars at all.
But you are sitting here and you're grasping for straws.
Frankly,
listen,
you guys,
James, I understand what it's like, right? You've literally been pulled into the deep water and now you're drowning. And right now you're just gasping for air. You're literally hoping that at some point you're going to find something to actually reach onto. So how about this? You let me finish making my point because you're not answering questions in genuine earnest. And once I finish saying what I'm saying, James, the floor is yours. All right. So that being said, Donald Trump gave an actual seat at the table to a dictator on the premise that he was going to be able to leverage this friendship into him stopping, thank you for the cake, the nuclear missile testing of North Korea and Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un stopped doing it for less than 2 weeks and then went right back into it. Donald Trump continued to call him Little Rocket Man. Tensions continued to flare. All of that was a bunch of nothing, where this actual dictator became more known on the world stage. And after that, Trump got nothing. So the point is, Donald Trump continues to meet with these dictators in hopes that they're going to actually be able to do something. And every single time, nothing comes of it. James, the floor is yours.
Bringing up that point, look at results. Under Trump, no war started. Russia-Ukraine didn't start. Israel Hamas didn't start.
Hey, war started under Trump. James, why? Like, you're smarter than that. Why would you lie?
Can I ask you this?
Why would you lie?
Frankly, I will answer. I will say.
Okay,
the
then
most
stop
honest
lying.
thing
Say factual things.
Say the most honest thing. Wars did not start under him. They just didn't.
That's
now let
a
me
lie,
say this.
James.
Let me say this. What war started?
The Turkish-Kurdish war.
Oh, that was good. That was in his first term. That was already going on. That was Syria. And
we're talking about his first term.
Rebels.
That wasn't already going on. No, it wasn't. It started literally under Donald Trump.
Okay, you're not letting me speak. I thought you lied the whole time too. So why can't I lie?
Tell me what I lied about.
Okay, so answering the question specifically about how I'm talking.
You said that I lied. Okay. What did I lie about?
I don't remember every single thing you said. Okay.
Okay, then you made a claim.
You're not
saying that I
lied.
Speak. What did I lie about? Just name one thing that I lied about. You're saying
Trump got dog walked. He got dog walked.
When did I say no? I think hold on. I think you're projecting. I never said Trump got dog walked. Hold on, because you're projecting. I never said Trump got dog walked. You're getting dog walked. I said Trump got punked.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
I laid out the evidence of him getting punked, and you have yet to refute any of the actual evidence.
I can't refute what you believe. That's what you believe. I can't tell you your feelings are wrong.
You can't refute what actually happened. I've only spoken to what happened.
I can refute what happened because we had a meeting.
Refute how before the meeting, Donald Trump said that there would be grave consequences and he would actually just walk away if there were there was no agreement made. And then after the meeting, Donald Trump said, "Oh, there's no deal until there's a deal. There has been no consequences." And Putin was the one that actually canceled the rest of the meeting, not Trump.
So that's an opinion. But you want to talk about
literally
you have to let me talk. You're literally interrupting me every time. Sure, it's your fact, but it's not my fact. Okay. The thing is with Trump, right? We will see the results. And if he makes a peace in Ukraine, if he gets Russia and Ukraine to come to a ceasefire, if a conflict stops, that's great. That's good. And you know what? I'd be proud that he solved the problem. I'd be proud if Joe Biden solved the problem. I'd be proud when people stop dying. I'd be proud of it. I don't care if it was Kamala or Biden or whoever. If they stop a war, great job. I will give them credit where credit is due. Barack Obama, I give him credit for the first year in his administration. He took out 29 of the 30 top al-Qaeda terrorists. I give him credit for that. Great job, President Obama. I give him credit for that. If Trump solves the Russia-Ukraine war, you know what? Great. And everybody should give him credit for it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't care who actually stops the war. I am a proponent of stopping the war. I don't believe in anyone losing their lives. With that being said, Donald Trump promised that the war would actually be ended within 24 hours. He said that. Again, Donald Trump's words, not mine. And then Donald Trump continues to make these actual proclamations, right? Whether it's him saying that, oh, we're going to actually end the war in 24 hours, or, oh, there's going to be a peace agreement, or there's going to be massive consequences. Donald Trump is the one that continues to box himself in because he doesn't understand the complexity of foreign affairs. It's Donald Trump. It's his weak leadership. It's him as someone who does not actually know how to deal with international leaders. Vladimir Putin is a former KGB agent who has has years of experience being a dictator who literally has unalived people. Donald Trump does not stand a chance, and that's why Kamala was right.
I mean, I just disagree.
And when she said
100%.
that Putin would eat him alive.
Well, I mean, I don't know how I can change your mind on that. I mean, I could show you say he doesn't have experience in international relations. I think there's experience when you stop a war between Thailand and Cambodia. I think there's experience when you stop a war going on with Azerbaijan. I think there's experience in those areas. So to say that he has no experience, he is.
I didn't say he doesn't have experience. I said he's weak. He's weak. A lack of experience.
Okay. I'm showing you. I think that's strength.
I hear you. But again, so let's go back to the original point, right? Because there's multiple reasons to believe that actually highlight the fact that Putin not only dominated this meeting, but had a position of strength. And Donald Trump literally rolled out the red carpet for him and got nothing.
Well, we don't know that. What if in a week there's a ceasefire and then there's an agreement for Russia to cede some land and Ukraine to retake those areas? What if that happens?
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. The reason why the idea that Putin is going to cede land and then in a week, there will be something different. That the reason why that's such a bold, like pie in the sky idea. There's a couple of reasons, right? First and foremost, hey, what has Putin been consistent on as far as the thing that he wants most?
He wants to rebuild the old Soviet empire.
Yep, he wants to reestablish the USSR.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a someone who showed up on U.S. soil yesterday. I can't remember his exact name, but he was an old Russian spy or USSR spy.
Sergei Lavrov had the CCP. Yeah.
How do you feel about that one?
That one? I mean, I don't personally
about him
like
showing up with that on, with that sweater.
I don't personally like the guy, but he's dressing how he's going to dress. I'm not his stylist. I mean,
but okay, cool. I understand that. I understand that, right? And
I think
I'm not
meeting
saying,
with them is a good thing. I think you should meet with them, regardless.
No. I'm not talking about Putin. I'm not talking about meeting. I'm talking about the fact that he showed up with the CCCP sweater. And for anyone that does not know, right? For anyone that does not know, the CCCP is in Russian, the USSR, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it stands for. So a former USSR member, a former spy, someone who, again, wants to see the greatness of the USSR was welcomed into the United States of America on American soil, boasting with his sweater about the USSR. Mm-hmm. This person was a part of the group that met with the president of the United States.
Yeah, because he is a very powerful person in the Russian government.
But that doesn't ring like five alarm like bells like that. That's not a thing for you that you just like, oh, okay.
Well, of course I don't like it, but I think you're going to have to meet with people regardless whether you like them or not. You don't have to like Putin, but the fact of the matter is not every criminal gets into the prison. Some of them run the presidential palace. And I know you're going to say the same thing America. Trump, they could have indicted him. They could have gotten him, but
no, I'm not going to say that. Right? I'm not going to say that.
Not
I'm just
every
going to say,
person.
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that that's another way that Trump got punked. When you listen, James, I know you might not actually have much experience in the quote unquote streets, right? But listen, when you show up,
why do you want to have experience in the streets?
When you show up on someone's block, right? Mm-hmm. And you disrespect them in their block, they don't play those games, right?
If they have,
Russia showed up on the U.S. block. Russia showed up on the U.S. block, waving their flag, hyperbole, flag, urban term, and actually punked Trump, and they did nothing about it. It's all encompassing.
So what do you want?
Is a weak leader, and he got punked.
Do you want him to like arrest him? Like what do you want? What do you want us to do to him when he wears that?
You know what?
Like send SEAL Team 6 and just like annihilate.
You want to know what I seriously want? I don't even want anything from Trump because he is who he is. Like he's a coward. He's a coward. He's a weak leader. He's feeble. He's old. He's a
How?
coward. He's a weak leader. He's feeble.
He had
He's
an
old.
attempt on his
I don't,
life, and
I
he
don't
got up
want
and said,
anything.
Fight.
I
How's he
don't
weak?
want any. Okay, sure. All right,
Sure.
sure.
What do you
All
mean,
I
sure?
know, you can talk about that. All I know is
Do you think that
you
happened?
can't
or
grow
no?
your ear back. Can't grow your ear back. Like I was saying,
Do you
I
think
don't want
so you think
anything
that was
from Trump.
staged?
James, I don't want anything from Trump. I want something for you. It's not Trump. I could give two shits about this weak, feeble old man. I want something
He's
from
not
the
weak.
MAGA cultists, the people that continue to actually worship at the altar of your Mango Mussolini, your Mandarin Messiah.
Do you ever
I want
think
you to
you could be
step
in a
up.
cult?
James, I want
Do
you
you
to
ever think you
step
could
up
be in a
and
cult?
call out your leader. He is weak. He is incompetent.
for
He
what?
is crashing the economy in multiple ways. You, sir,
How's the economy crashed?
you,
Up
sir, need to
11%. We have
hold
tens of billions more in
your
revenue from
leader
tariffs.
accountable. You're not.
We have tens of billions more from tariff revenue.
Tariff
The stock
revenue
market
is
is
a
up
tax on
11%.
tariff revenue is a tax on American citizens. I'm not going to play that game
Have
with
you noticed
Listen,
it? Have you
James,
noticed it? I
so
haven't
James,
noticed it.
yes, I have. Yes, I have, and yes, you have. James,
I
listen.
haven't.
James, you've been up here with me for a while now, right? And you've tried to obfuscate multiple times. You tried to pivot. You tried to get to other things, and obviously, you should be able to tell by now.
Question.
You should be able to tell by now that I don't play those games. I have no interest in you trying to quote unquote distract me or do any
Fine,
type of
let's lock into that
identity
street thing
politics.
Fine,
Like
let's
I
lock into
need
that
you
first
to
thing.
lock in.
Let's lock into that first thing. You said
Sure.
that
Give
Trump,
me 1 second before you do.
on the
I got
streets.
two things. Hold on. I got two things to read out, and then you can go ahead. W's in the chat for Deadpool, who sent a $10 YouTube super chat to say, what's funny is that if you read the report on Trump and Kim Jong-un meeting, you know that peace talks deteriorated because of Trump's disrespectful behavior. Trump destroyed any chance of peace. He did. And then that's when he went on calling him Little Rocket Man. Also, W's in the chat for Tori. Hey, Tori, the Tori Experience, who sent a $2 donation, said, I've yet to see a smart MAGA. Santana, much love. Listen, I agree. No notes, perfect message. Thank you so much for the $2 donation, Tori. And massive W's in the chat for Sean Green, who sent a $5 YouTube super chat to say, yesterday, my 8-year-old great nephew called a shit. Okay. Yesterday, my 8-year-old great nephew was called an N-word for the first time. I've never felt hurt in my heart like this. Advice, please. Sean. Honest advice. Tell your great nephew, first and foremost, the person that actually said that to him is a piece of shit. Make sure that your great nephew understands that not only is he someone that deserves respect and love, but all people deserve respect and love. And Sean, let your great nephew know that the world is ugly and ugly people continue to show their face. And you never meet that ugliness with ugliness. You always continue to be the kindest and best version of yourself. Fuck everyone else. Thank you for that donation, Sean. And I hope you can have a really good conversation with your great nephew. Man. Also, W's in the chat for Brookie. Hey, Brookie. Thank you for the $1 donation saying Santana making red hats wearable again. Absolutely. That's why I rock this red polo, because I'm taking it back. Red's my favorite color. Fuck that red hat. Anyway, guys, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Like the stream over on YouTube. All right, James, you said we're going to refocus. We're going to lock back in on that first point. All right, floor is yours. Yeah. Lock in on the first point.
So you said about how on the streets, if someone disrespects your block, like maybe they wear the wrong color, they wear the wrong thing, a war breaks out. That's on delusional street level people who don't have any power in the world.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about nuclear armed states,
mm-hmm.
when we're talking about destruction where the whole world could be destroyed,
mm-hmm.
you have to have greater temperament than some street guy who is in a street gang who's 15 who runs a little crew.
Yep.
So when someone wears something the wrong way, you have to have a little bit more discipline and not be someone who's just going to start popping off shots. Now, do I think he wanted to make a statement? Absolutely. That's why he wore it. No one would not wear something that didn't want to make a statement.
Right. All right. So just to actually make sure I clear this up, because I think you listen, I'm not even going to hold you for this one, because James, I don't expect you to actually understand the analogy. I mean, listen, they not like us. Anyway, like I said, the actual analogy is someone showing up on someone else's block and disrespecting them and them not standing for it. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean some quote unquote street war is going to pop off, but they will not allow the disrespect. And Donald Trump did not have to allow the disrespect as far as starting a nuclear war, but Donald Trump could have easily called that out, even in public. Yes, I understand world leaders have the burden of having lives in their hands, but Donald Trump, as the president of the United States, has power in his words. He can literally move markets. He can move countries. He can cause war. He can stop war with his actual words. And Donald Trump did not use his words to condemn that. He didn't have to make a big deal of it. He didn't have to actually, sanction them or start a war. He could have simply said that we respect Russia, not the USSR, but we respect Russia as a country, and we only want to deal with Russia. That doesn't, you don't have to dig into it. You don't have to go deep. But if you make a statement and let it be known that, hey, we're not playing these USSR games, because again, that's what Putin wants. That's why he's actually after Ukraine. Two birds, one stone. You show strength, you address that, and at the same time, you let them know Ukraine still has their sovereignty.
Well, Ukraine does still have their sovereignty, and they've fought like hell.
That's not what Russia wants.
The Russian government. No, they don't. There's what they want. And there's what they can do, because Trump's he's done a lot of sanctions on a lot of their billionaires, a lot of their leaders, a lot of the oligarchs in Russia are now seeing this war as something that's no longer in their best interest. So there is domestic pressure on Putin. It's not a single, one thing. Putin wants Ukraine. He wants to rebuild the USSR, but he's lost so many people. A lot of the oligarchs, they're getting personally sanctioned. They're losing a lot. They want this war to come to an end too. So I think it's in everybody's best interest for their war to come to the end. And I think Putin is starting to realize that.
There's been public pressure on Putin for years now, even from the oligarchs, including the multiple sanctions and including their private yachts being repossessed and all of these other things, their assets being frozen. None of those things have actually push Putin into any type of peace agreement or stopping anything, because Putin does not actually care about his people. He doesn't even care about the oligarchs. Putin cares about Putin and what he's actually trying to do, which is reestablish the greatness of the USSR. He's been on record with saying that.
Of course he wants to reestablish the greatness of the USSR, but there's what you want, there's what you can do, and I think it's coming to the point. It's starting to become impractical for him to continue to wage this war. So yeah, there has been pressure on him for years, and he's managed to stay in power. He's a very manipulative, smart individual who runs a nuclear-armed country, and he'll probably continue to run that country for a decent amount of time. In an ideal world, he wouldn't, but the fact of the matter is we don't always get to pick, as humans, who lead our nations. So when we talk about Putin, I think he's at a point where this conflict wants to stop. I don't know how I can really change your mind on it. I guess results we'll see. We'll all find out if this war, comes to some ceasefire and there comes to some sort of peace deal. Everyone will know. And if it doesn't, well, we'll just keep going how we're going. I mean, there's really nothing I can say because I'm not in the negotiations, but
James,
we'll see what happens.
I'm going to say this. Like, when I legitimately say I don't want, I don't expect Donald Trump to end the war within 24 hours, because that's lunacy, right? I don't expect Donald Trump
I didn't particularly think it either.
I don't expect Donald Trump to be able to just bring down grocery prices. I don't expect Donald Trump to just be able to put more money in everyday Americans' pockets. But Donald Trump continues to repeat all of these things. He says all of these hyperbolic things, and none of you on his side holds him accountable for his words. It's just
hold him accountable
when he says,
for what?
For the lies, James. He's
for
lying.
giving a campaign speech, for firing up his base. I mean,
For
what am I supposed to do, put
lying,
that?
James. For lying.
How is he lying to people? He's telling
James.
people we're going to lower groceries.
James.
We're going to end the
James.
war. I mean,
James.
Look, I don't have a problem with
James.
it. I'm not going to change my mind on it. I mean, that's just the truth.
I'm not even asking you to change your mind, James. I'm just saying hold him accountable for lies. He lied. He lied to you, James. And for some reason, continue to lean into his lies. You look for a way to actually validate his lies. You continue to twist yourself into a pretzel. James,
because I look at results.
No, it's because you're in a fucking cult. You're in a cult.
I feel the same way about you.
Listen,
I feel the same way about you.
I can hold any and every politician accountable. I do not worship any politician. If someone lies,
don't worship him
listen,
either.
you know what the difference is between between me and the normal Trump supporter? Like literally Charlie Kirk the other day made a video and said, well, if Democrats want to indict Donald Trump in New York on the Epstein files, then we'll indict Bill Clinton in Ohio on the Epstein files. And you know what I said? Fucking do it. Fucking do it. Get both of them. I don't care. I don't care what letter you have beside your name. It's not about that to me. As someone who is in office, you are a public servant. You are there to serve the people. And it does not matter if you have an R, a D, an I. You are a public servant. And if you are not serving the people, then you need to get the fuck out of the way and let somebody that will. Donald Trump continues to do what's negatively impacting for the United States of America. He is lying to the people, and you continue to actually enable him. You are enabling his bad habit. You are just as bad as someone that is actually enabling a rug user. You're literally giving him validation for the things that he's doing because you won't hold him accountable. That's a problem, James.
I literally couldn't disagree more with what you said.
Listen, James,
that's not
James, you came up here, you said that you were a masturbator. Listen, you haven't done it well. You definitely can't beat me. Hopefully
can
you
I
can
ask
beat
you
yourself.
one question? I mean,
no,
I can't
you can't,
beat
James.
you.
I mean, like literally when I say that this has been the you're not good. Take that master debater shit out of your tag. You're not good. You're literally not good. Take that shit out of your tag. You're just James now. As a matter of fact, you're Jim. You're fucking Jim. I downgraded your name to Jim. The fuck are we even doing? W's in the chat for Nicola, who sent a $5 donation to say Trump can't grow his ear back. W's in the chat. You're absolutely right. He cannot. W's in the chat for Corey, who sent a $5 donation and said they had a tantrum over Zelensky not wearing the suit. They absolutely did. They literally did. They threw a whole fucking fit. W's in the chat for the Tory Express, Tory, who sent a $10 YouTube super chat to say MAGA is too brainwashed to see Trump is pointing out how empty whiteness is, and they celebrate the emptiness while their pockets get thinner. Fools, no cruelty, no respect, no future for them. Debbie's in the chat for Tory. Guys, thank you so much for the donations. You are absolutely far too kind. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. You can support with sending a YouTube super chat, and I will read that out. Guys, if you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. That means you're not following me. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Go ahead and hit the follow button and make sure you follow. This is the main account, guys. This is the main account. Make sure you hit that follow button. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. We are not looking to speak to friendlies. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Mary, are you a Trump supporter? Mary, I see you just followed the live. Mary, are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna drop you down. I appreciate you, Mary. Guys, again, we're only looking for some debates. I see people in the request. Make sure that if you're in the request, you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. We are only looking to speak with Trump supporters. Hayden, are you a Trump supporter? Hayden. Thank you for the cake. All right, Hayden, I'm going to drop you down. Guys, again, there's a couple more people in the request. Please take a look. If you see like the little purple and pink thing down at the bottom, if it's gray and you know you're not a Trump supporter, go ahead and click that again to get out of the queue, because, again, we're only looking for Trump supporters. Mwah. Guys, please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for debates. We are only looking for Trump supporters. Please make sure that if you are in the queue, that you are a Trump supporter. Okay. W's in the chat for Nick. Nick sent a $2 donation, said, remember Trump saluted a North Korean general? Yes. Yes, I absolutely remember when he saluted a North Korean general. He also saluted Putin. Yeah, he did that. JP, are you a Trump supporter? Okay. JP, why do you automatically go on mute?
I'll let you talk.
Are you pooping?
Poop on you.
Yeah, I doubt that. If you're using the bathroom, I mean, that's fine. Thank you for the decorum. All right. So JP, I'm sorry?
I said, no, man, I'm not using the bathroom.
Okay. JP, quick question for you. What year were you born?
94.
How old are you?
31.
Okay. All right. All right. Hey, JP, question for you.
Ask me a question. You've already asked me a question. Let me
not necessarily a question. Well, this is the intro. This is the intro. Not necessarily a question. A statement. Kamala would never get punked by Putin, crash the economy, protect PDF files, disrespect troops, start a civil war. Kamala would never. Now, are you willing to admit that Kamala would never, or do you, for some reason, want to continue to defend Trump? Or, you know, you can always just admit that you miss Obama and we can just keep going.
So first off, hopefully you don't interrupt me. The moment you interrupt me, I'm just going to leave. I'm
interrupting you now.
Well, because you
I
don't
just interrupted you again.
You really don't want the pressure. That's why.
I mean, like, listen, I know that for some reason you think you have some simile of power because you're in the box, but you don't. I literally allowed you to speak, so don't try to actually gaslight me. So now I have already interrupted you, but you're still here. The floor is yours.
All right. So first off, Kamala not only disrespected troops in the most ultimate way by sitting here saying that.
No, how? Be specific.
No, I'm trying to. Let me talk. Shut up. I know you're stupid, but people are talking.
I hear you. Be specific, though.
So she was like.
You turned your own mic off.
And she sat there with the Afghanistan pullout. What was that? How did 13 service members die?
You muted for some reason for a half a second, so I missed what you said. Can you say that part again, please?
I said, first off, she disrespected people by not even knowing the fact that she had troops in combat zones. When she said in the debate, there's not one single troop in a combat zone, when there was, in fact, multiple troops in multiple combat zones. Not only that, but she didn't even give the 13 service members that died at Abbey Gate any kind of respect, any kind of memorial, anything. Didn't go to the Biden wasn't even there when the troops got home and landed on U.S. soil, right? And I mean, just the Afghan pullout by itself was a huge disrespect to our troops. And if you're referring to this whole thing about hold on.
I don't want you to I don't want you to move past that point. I don't want you to move past JP. I don't want you to move to another point. I want us to actually address the first point that you made. So let's address this. You lied.
Was anything I said a lie?
Yes, you absolutely lied.
It was. So what happened
Hold on.
What happened with the Afghan pullout?
You lied. You lied. JP.
What happened with the Afghan pullout?
JP.
What happened with the Afghan pullout?
JP, you understand how a question works?
Stop being scared. Answer.
JP, do you understand how a question works?
Answer the question.
Okay, JP, listen, I'm going to need you to have some self-control. I know you don't have any. I literally sat here and let you sit on your soapbox and didn't say anything. So now I need you to actually stop and let me speak.
Look,
bro, if you don't have the ability to actually engage, just say it. Like, I mean, I literally allowed you to speak.
Talking, defend it.
Yeah. So you lied. And the reason why you lied is because, one, Joseph Robinette Biden absolutely was there to see those fallen soldiers back in. He's not like Donald Trump, who has literally skipped out on seeing fallen soldiers return. Donald Trump, even this administration, has actually, hey, JP, you got to come back in the app. If you're going to teacup, you can, like, that's weird. Don't leave. We're in the middle of an actual conversation. So he's not like Donald Trump, who even this term, Donald Trump did not show up to greet fallen soldiers. He actually sent Pete Hegseth to do it. Now, with that being said, Kamala Harris did misspeak at the debate when she said we don't have any troops in active combat zones, which she then corrected right after the debate when they called her out on it. She said she misspoke. She made a mistake. So she actually said that. So when you said that Joe Biden didn't see those fallen soldiers in, you lied. When you said that she didn't know that, okay, she messed up in the moment. She corrected herself. I'll take that. Now, you equate that to, quote unquote, disrespecting the soldiers. If you want to specifically speak to the Afghani pullout, to disrespecting the soldiers, hey, JP, let's talk about it. Who crafted the actual plan for the Afghani pullout?
No, you're not going to sit there and say Trump, because that's already been debunked, buddy.
It hasn't.
But anyway.
Wait, no. If it has, give me a source that debunks that.
Trump was going to pull out, but it was going to be a long, progressive pullout.
It wasn't.
Because the way 100% it was.
It wasn't.
Stop lying.
It wasn't. It literally, the actual plan. The actual plan has already been outlined. Okay, JP, this is what I need you to do. This is what I need you to do.
You're cucking for freaking
JP,
Kamala, bro.
This is what I need you to do. I need you to find me a resource that says that Donald Trump had an elongate. Oh, and he just ran. Like, what the fuck are we even doing? Like, Hector, he fucking crashed out before he could even say a word.
I'm convinced most of them join panels just to spit out their talking points and run to gain followers or something.
Yeah.
I only really came up to mention that Biden personally attended the transferring of the remains after the events happened. Yeah. And Kamala Harris also made several statements when it comes to the manufactured get-together of honoring of their memories in August that Trump attended at Arlington, which we all know how that went. That wasn't official. And despite that, Biden and Harris were not invited, hence why they didn't attend.
Yep. Hey, Hector. Say the thing.
Kamala would never.
Guys, if I know there's 1.4 thousand of us hanging out right here and you're thinking, hey, that Santana guy is pretty clever. That Kamala would never. It's not me. It's him. Actually, there's a video that I just made. I posted it. Hector, did you get the chance to watch the video?
Sure did.
Hey, I'll be on those edits.
I've been looking these last couple of days, like back-to-back videos. I see you.
Listen, go check out the video that I just posted, the Kamala would never video, and it's featuring Hector for sure. Also, show Hector some love. Guys, again, there's 1.4 thousand of us hanging out right here, and if you are not following Hector, Hector's awesome. Hit the follow button. Make sure you follow Hector. I promise you it will be well worth it. With that being said, Hector, what's happening? You staying? You going? What are we doing?
I'm a run because I do want to take care of some things. I got to make my milk dud clean again. And, they're scared of one black man, much less two. So I'm going to drop down and get you some ops here.
Listen, you know it. I appreciate you, my brother.
All right, no problem. Catch you later.
Yep. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to like 150. You don't have to spam share. Just share it maybe once, one time. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We're only looking to speak to Trump supporters. If you're friendly, you can support the live like Rebecca. Massive W's in the chat for Rebecca. Rebecca sent a $25 donation to fight the MAGA cult, keep doing the Lord's work. Rebecca, thank you so much for that $25 donation. You are absolutely far too kind. Guys, if you like to support the live, Santana Speaks for You, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a YouTube super chat and I will read that out. If you're over on YouTube as well, make sure you subscribe over on YouTube. A lot of people watch but don't necessarily follow. We just broke 6,000 followers on YouTube, guys. We did it, Joe. Freedom, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, no, but I just want to say something real quick.
Sure. Respect my boundaries. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. I know, so listen, consent is needed. Caffeinated, are you a Trump supporter?
Girl, I'll give you another trick.
All right. I'll drop it down because I think that was a mistake. Guys, consent is needed, right? It's absolutely weird when people are on these lives and they say, hey, we're looking for this specifically, and then you make the decision to completely just ignore what they're saying. Carolina, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was tapping, honey. I'm sorry.
No worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, honey.
Guys, it's weird when like I know that everyone wants to come in and you want to share your opinion and all this other stuff. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the comments. I read out the comments sometimes, right? And if you have something really important, you can get that information to me. You can actually tag a mod. The mods will get that information to me. Or you can even send a donation. I'll read it out like this. W's in the chat for Sean Green, who sent a $10 YouTube super chat to say, as a veteran, these guys piss me off. I don't need a bootlicker talking about who does and does not respect the troops and veterans. General Kelly reported the suckers and losers comment. You're absolutely right. Donald Trump has shown in multiple ways that he does not support the troops. He does not care about the troops. Hell, all he does is disrespect the troops. You're absolutely right. W's in the chat for Sean Green. Again, guys, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks for You. All the pay links and the link tree in the bio, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or you can send a YouTube super chat. Guys, I think I scared them off. Chat, did I scare them off? Chat, I think I scared them off. They won't get in the box. Listen, they sent their mass debater up here and he got dog walked, and now they won't even come back. I'm sorry, chat. I be fucking up. Chat. That's on me. My bad. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. I broke our toys. Commonly disrespected our military. Cool. Linda, get in the box and tell me how that happened. I'm going to send you a request and I'm going to mute you because first and foremost, no one cares what you have to say from the comments. No one wants to hear you yip yap from the chat. Get in the box, say it with your whole chest. Put your big boy, big girl, big they, he, she, whatever pants on and say it with your whole chest. I have no interest in actually seeing what you say from the chat. Don, how are you?
Hold on. Good. Sorry, I can't. My screen is like turning off.
Yeah, it's really windy where you are. Are you safe? Are you?
Oh yeah. I mean, we all are now. You know.
Okay.
Trump.
So, are you a Trump supporter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Can I read one thing off and then we'll get into it, Don?
Oh yeah. Well, I also like AOC, the big booty Latina. You know.
Don, did you think that you were going to say that and then run? Because if you're trying to run, you haven't ran. You're still here. That's not how you leave TikTok live. You literally are still here. My voice is still coming out of your phone. The only way that you're going to be able to run is one, come back into the live, or two, shut your whole phone off. Which one? Which one are you picking, Don? You guys aren't good at this. Literally, there you go. You just turned your phone off. You guys are just fucking stupid. You're stupid. W's in the chat for Just Alpha, who sent a $10 YouTube super chat to say, you guys in the chat know that I'm in the process of joining the military. Let me say with regards to the last caller, I'm not joining active duty service because of how childish Trump is. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Just Alpha. Thank you so much for that $10 YouTube super chat. And also, I'm so proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you. You're absolutely amazing. Guys, yeah, listen. For the people that claim to actually be about freedom and freedom of speech and all this other stuff, right? I've never met a bigger crowd of chicken shit losers. They're cowards. They're literal cowards. Everything about Trump supporters is weak, it's insignificant, and you're bitches. Like, grow a pair, have a conversation, actually get in the box. What are we doing? What are we doing? You're still spinning. Oh, you're kind of here, kind of not. Ambush, are you here? Ambush. Oh, you got bars.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you kind of got bars. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay, yeah. I got you. Ambush, are you a Trump supporter?
Through and through.
Perfect. Ambush, I don't have a question. It's just more like a statement, and I would like to know what you think about it. The statement is, Kamala would never. Just period. She would never get punked by Putin. She would never crash the economy. She would never protect PDF files. She would never disrespect troops. She would never start a civil war. Like, do you want to address any of those things, or would you like to admit that you miss Obama and we can just go? Ambush. Ambush, your signal's fucked, bud. Guys, you don't have to keep putting that in the chat. I see what you're saying. Please, you don't. I got it. We're good. I don't.
Well,
I see it.
I agree with you. Kamala could never, because she would never.
Ambush,
ever
no one
be
heard
president,
anything that
so
you
you're
said
right
because
there.
you have bad signal.
It's my MAGA Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it is Trump
Wi-Fi.
Mobile. You want to try to start over? God damn, that's a massive delay.
I know it's the MAGA Wi-Fi. Let me come back up.
Yep. All right.
Now?
Guys, W's in the chat for Renegade, who sent a $20 YouTube super chat to say, love you, Santana. You, Parker, and Dean are all doing the Lord's work, educating these delusional fools. Listen, thank you so much for that $20 YouTube super chat. You're awesome. I appreciate you so much. Guys, if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Hey, Carolina, thank you for the galaxy. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. You can send a YouTube super chat, and I will read that message out. Guys, there's 1.4 thousand of us hanging out here. Guys, hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. If you look up at the top, this is the main account. If you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. This is the main account. Make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button. As a lot of you guys might know or might not have known, the original account got Thanos, right? It's gone. So we got to build this account back up brick by brick. So make sure you're following this account and we'll do it together. Hey, thank you for the galaxy again, Carolina. Trump supporters, get in the box. Get in the box, get in the box, get in the box. Chat, I will say this. It's not just me. It's not just me. They've been ducking everyone. They've been ducking every single left-wing creator. I've watched them run and crash out and hide, and not hi chat, hi Kai. I've watched them crash out and hide from everyone. What'd you say? Wait, Kamala, what? Kamala touching her bang bang. Okay. That's a weird statement. Get in the box though. Like, get in the box. I want to know why you said that weird statement. Also, you're getting muted until you get in the box. You know what's funny? Trump supporters, for some reason, think that like they get access to the First Amendment right by like it being in TikTok lives. You don't. You don't. You literally get no First Amendment rights in my chat. Well, I take that back. You do. You actually do. You can get in the box. You can actually get on the panel and I will let you speak to your heart's content. But you're too much of a coward to do so. And the reason why you're a coward is because you know you fucked up. Chat. They know they fucked up. And when I listen, the reason or what? Gone away. I don't know what the fuck you're saying or what, but guess what? You're muted. I don't know what that is. Just an FYI to the chat. Listen, chat, I fucking love you. I do. But please watch yourself when you're talking to my mods. Like, my mods don't play that, and I don't play that either. Like, I love you guys, but I love my mods. Don't disrespect them. That's weird. Especially if you pride yourself on someone being in this space, of like actually being here. Like, we want you to be a part of our community. Don't disrespect our mods. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Anyway, get in the box. The reason why I say Kamala would never is because she would never get punked by Putin. The way that Putin just dominated Donald Trump on fucking American soil, the way that Putin not only brought his personal limousines to Alaska, Putin dictated the tone and temperament of this meeting and then shut the meeting down and just walked away. They were supposed to have lunch. Donald Trump was excited about sitting down and having lunch with Putin, and Putin was like, "Nah, I'm good. Keep your McDonald's, keep your Big Mac, keep your ketchup. I don't need that." Literally, Kamala would never. Also, someone said that the meeting, it wasn't an actual meeting about peace talks. It was a performance review. That's what that was. Putin and Trump, that was a performance review. God damn. Also, Donald Trump has crashed the economy in multiple ways. I mean, the stock markets are down, consumer confidence is down, inflation is up. Like, it's all of those things that factor into where we are. Bozo, are you a Trump supporter?
You better betcha. I mean, the things that you just said, I can't believe it. You just said the stock market is down?
Yeah, I did. Bozo, real quick, before we get into it, though, would you mind if I read two things off? It'll just take a quick second.
Sure.
All right, perfect. Thank you. W's in the chat for Baby Brat over on YouTube, who sent a $10 YouTube super chat to say, "You'll never find an intelligent and well-informed MAGA." I know. Trump has admitted that he loves the poorly educated. There is no fixing them. The ones that got educated got out of the cult. The rest, nah. W's in the chat for Baby Brat Jazzy, who sent that $10 YouTube super chat. Hey guys, massive fucking W's. I need to see 1 million W's just continuing to roll for Brittany. Brittany sent a $50 donation to say, "I will donate as long as you fight the good fight." Brittany, I fucking love you. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. Listen, I appreciate your donation. If you want to donate, you feel free to, but I'm going to keep fighting for me, for you, for us, regardless. So you don't feel obligated to do so, but if you want to support, you can. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. If anyone else wants to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio, and you can send a YouTube super chat. Bozo, all right, so you have an issue with what I was just saying. I was talking about the fact that Kamala would never get punked by Putin, crash the economy, protect PDF files, disrespect the troops, start a civil war. Which one are you like pushing back on? I'm a little bit confused.
All of them. Which one you wanted to discuss first?
Let's talk about, we haven't had a chance to talk about him protecting PDF files yet. Let's talk about that one. I want to do that one.
What's PDF files?
Okay. Let me just say this for you, Bozo, before we get into it. There's certain TikTok words that you can't say, right? And so you have to like use certain language because of their terms of services. So PDF files is a way of saying like it touches little kids.
I understand.
Okay.
So you're saying that Donald Trump is protecting those files?
PDF files.
Who do you think, which side do you think the Democrats or Republicans are more so on that list?
I think Trump's on the list. I don't think Trump's on the list. I know Trump's on the list.
All right, listen, you look like a player, right?
I'm not. I'm married.
Oh, God bless you. But you look like you could be a player. So God bless you, bro. So let's
Fun fact, real quick, Bozo, not only for you, but for the chat. Me and my wife were just talking about this the other day. I've only been in long-term relationships. Like,
Good for you.
like
Here,
all the relationships that I've been in throughout my life, years. Anyway, go ahead, Bozo.
Yeah, Doctor, simmer down. I was being somewhat sarcastic. So here,
That's okay.
Stay with me. So here, you're. Let's just say you're. I'm sure you have friends that are in the net worth of 5-10 million. Maybe have a nice Mercedes or a nice house and or both. Nice job, whatever. They got problem picking up women. You're talking about a billionaire that surrounds himself with beautiful women. I mean, we like the girls on The View, or we like the girls on Fox News. Let's start with that. Let's move on. That's a sarcastic question too. Doesn't need to be elaborated on unless you're blind, right? So he surrounds.
You're talking in circles, and it's super interesting.
Yeah, pay attention, dude.
No, I am. Actually, I'm going to let you ramble for a while.
You're talking about a billionaire that surrounds himself with beautiful women his entire life. Everyone wanted to hang with him, from Don King and Mike Tyson, you name it, black, white, purple, whatever.
There are no purple
this guy's
people.
This guy's gonna be raping women.
Great. Hey, hold on.
And
Hey,
touching
Bozo,
kids.
Bozo.
You got it now?
No, seriously. I'm gonna continue to let you speak. You remember how I told you there's certain words you can't say on TikTok?
Yeah.
Great. Just add the G. It's great. So just a quick rundown, and if you want to say any words, you can say pew pew, mustache man, unalive, C19.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I'll try to. I'm not.
I know it's hard because like we don't talk like that in real life, but it's this whole app. I just want to make sure you know about it. Anyway, go ahead.
You're being fair, and I'm gonna try to be fair. So, once again, back in the 80s till present day, the guy spent his whole life with excess money, a lavish lifestyle. People like that have the resources.
Broke in the 80s.
Because you have debt doesn't mean every business carries debt. So all
in the 80s, a lot of the people, he literally was on the brink of losing everything until he got into reality TV.
Broke like me and you would be broke, or still driving Rolls Royces and living in bomb houses, dude. There's a difference. I mean, here I don't have the weekend.
He wouldn't be quote unquote broke like you and me broke, but he wouldn't have the wealth that he had or has until it was for reality TV that saved him.
Let me put it this way, player. Mike Tyson was broke, right? Didn't Mike Tyson lose everything? So Mike Tyson's living in a 1-bedroom apartment down the street from you and me. There's a difference, dude. Don't be a fool.
Again, the difference is Mike Tyson actually found other endeavors to make money. I'm not saying that he would have stayed broke. I'm just saying, again, literally the point that you're making is validates my point. He was almost broke until he got into reality TV, where he was able to parlay his image into more money. That's the point.
You're absolutely false. But we disagree on a lot of things. That's why I want to move along.
But it's the truth.
So the, what do you call it? The PDF files.
PDF files.
Do you understand my point? Because I bounce around a lot per you.
Oh yeah, no. I had no issues keeping up with you. I'm just letting you speak until I debunk all of it.
A guy that's a billionaire that has access to all sorts of things, and has his entire life, from being on Oprah back in the 80s to hanging around with all sorts of celebrities and whatnot. It common sense, if you have a half a brain, you have to ask yourself, how could this guy be in a position where he's going to go with kids or he's going to rape people?
Great.
So let's talk about.
Hey, Bozo, great. Remember?
What do you think about
Bozo? Do you remember the TikTok friendly words? Great.
Yeah, great. So let's talk about this yesterday. And people want to.
No. Hold on, Bozo. You can't go off of the point and then try to go to something else and without letting me speak to anything that you said.
Okay, so go ahead.
All right, cool. First, before you do that, let me just talk to the chat real quick because I need them to lock in and make sure they're protecting live. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 300,000 likes. Let's get the. Let's also knock out the little gift goal. It's the Panther paws. Can we knock those out? Also, FYI, guys, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and grab a subscription. Become a subscriber. You get access to an amazing Discord. You get access to a bunch of really cool emotes. Guys, drop some of the emotes in the chat And also, you get access to 3 really cool things. The first thing is a fast pass to join Late Nights with Santana, which late nights are coming back soon, where you can actually join the conversation round. You also get access to what's called a tag me in round, which you have to be in the Discord. And, you know, if someone wants to round, take advantage of that, you definitely can. But that tag me in gives you 5 minutes where you can actually come up onto the panel and help me debate a Trump supporter. So if you want to, if you're a sub, you can use that tag me in. You get up to come up and actually help me debate. Last but not least, you get what's called my question, where during brunch with my creator, you can actually you get priority to come up and ask your question. With that being said, guys, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and grab a subscription and get in the Discord. All right, now that I did all of that and chat, you guys think you're funny. I'm gonna make the sound every time because that's who I am. All right, Bozo. You made the point that he is rich and famous and around all these women and blah, 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 right? The only pushback that I have with all of that is that Donald Timothy Trump himself has had a propensity for young women, right? He has constantly surrounded himself by young women. He has constantly surrounded himself by PDF files. And when I say PDF files, I mean people like Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, howdy partner, people like P. Diddy. I mean, people like Matt Gaetz, who he tried to make his attorney general this administration. He is literally, you can even talk about his spiritual advisor. W's in the chat for T Hood for becoming a subscriber. His spiritual, what do you got? Shit, I lost the word. Spiritual advisor. That's the word. Advisor actually was just arrested on being a PDF file. Donald Trump continues to actually surround himself with people who have a propensity for, you know, touching kids. With that being said, Donald Trump himself, howdy partner, has been on records with saying really gross things, like telling a 10-year-old that he would date her in 10 years. Also doing things like actually saying that he would date his daughter if she wasn't his daughter, and they had schmecks in common. Woman. It's weird. That's weird. That's a weird statement. I don't care. I don't care how she.
Here, if you dislike
Donald Trump said that he and his daughter had schmecks in common.
If you dislike someone, if obviously you dislike Trump, you could make that argument. You sure?
I would make that argument for anyone, Bozo.
Let me ask you a quick, because honestly, I appreciate you being somewhat cordial. I got to go, but I want to ask you to please do yourself a favor. Stop watching The View.
I don't watch The View.
Start watching Mark Levin.
Hey, no, Bozo. Let me cut you off.
Wait, just do me a favor.
Wait. Hold on. Okay. I need you to make sure you understand this. I don't watch any of them. I don't watch The View. I don't watch those type of shows. I don't even watch reporters.
Okay.
Sometimes I watch a little bit of Fox News because I need to know what you guys are gonna say. I read all of my information. But go ahead.
Wonderful. Yeah, so that makes you smarter. Here. So let me ask you just please to do me one favor, and I'm gonna let you go. Okay. Number one, the left, the positions they maintain, they will never win another election ever again. I live in Chicago.
What position?
All of them. I live in Chicago.
No. Name one. Be specific.
Brandon Johnson, J.B. Pritzker.
Be specific, Bozo.
Okay. About what? J.B. Pritzker.
Said, no.
Okay.
I'm not talking about Chicago. You said the policies that the Democratic Party runs on would cause them to.
Got it.
And tell me what policy specifically.
Okay, I understand the question. You don't have to go on for 3 minutes. Let's take Brandon Johnson. Black people despise him. Okay, he's taken money. I lived in Chicago my whole life. I'm 54 years old. This guy is taking money from black people and giving it to illegal immigrants. I'm all about immigrants. I have a land.
That's a lie.
Wait, listen.
That's a lie.
Please. That's
a lie. That's a lie, Bozo.
My family tree, everyone most likely is somewhere in it is immigrant, right?
I hear you, but you're lying, Bozo.
But you got to stand in line. So to give money to illegal immigrants, which J.B. Pritzker and Brandon Johnson have backed to the tune of over
Bozo, you're
$60
lying.
billion.
Bozo,
Okay.
Bozo, I'm sorry. Serious thing for you.
Okay.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
None of that's true, Bozo.
That's
none
good.
of it.
All right, can I ask you one last thing? Okay, please.
Okay, but why would you say all of those
Wait.
things and they're vehemently not true?
Wait, please, man to man, okay? And for all your listeners, if you told me, hey, I have something that could help you in your life, whether it be for my business, personal, whatever it was, and you said as a man to a man, as a friend, please try something that's going to take an hour of your time for me to talk over you and say, no, you're stupid, you're wrong, you're a liar. That would be totally asinine and idiotic for me to not take a moment, an hour, to try to get into your head or vice versa. So I asked
Hold
you
on.
that.
So
Wait,
let me stop you there. Hold on. You said
finish my
something.
point.
No. Hold on. Stop for a second. You said take an hour to try to get into your head. Bozo, what do you think that I'm doing right here, right now, by talking to you?
Yeah, so here, but the way you handle it
I need
is
you to be specific
not
with
proper.
answering
So
it.
what I'm going to be real specific, and I'm going to let you go, and I appreciate your time. Listen one time, please, from start to end. Listen to Mark Levin for his hour segment, and make whatever decisions. Don't make whatever decisions. Continue carrying on about how I feel and the MAGA people, and that's fine. No harm, no foul. But please do that for yourself.
But
And
Bozo,
you will
why
never win
why
another
do I need?
election
Hold on, Bozo. Why
ever
do I
again.
need to listen to any talking heads when I
You
can
don't have to
actually
do
hold
anything.
on?
I gotta
Why do I
let
need
you
to-
go, brother.
Bozo, why do
You're-
I
you're
need
too
to listen
smart
to
for
any?
me.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
too
I know,
smart.
but why run instead of actually engaging in what we're talking about? Bro is mad that I won't let him get up here and lie. How are you mad that I won't let you get up here and lie in front of 1.4 thousand people? Why would I just let you lie? You think that you're supposed to be able to have unfettered access to just say shit that's not true? Like I'm sitting here quietly, but then you start lying, and yes, I'm gonna jump in. What do we even? Bozo is correct. You're definitely a fucking bozo. W's in the chat for, hold on, I missed this one. W's in the chat for Baby Brat Jazz, who sent a $5 YouTube super chat to say, step off, bozo. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. Grape isn't a put for money. I'm not sure what you're saying there. It's about power. Quit defending PDF file Grape Bliss. I absolutely agree. Grape isn't about just, it's not just sexual. It's a lot. There's a lot to it. But also to sit here and say that, oh, he was rich and around women. Like, what are we even talking about? That's not true. Like, it doesn't matter about the wealth. He continued to surround himself with young women. He continued to actually put himself in environments around people who were actively, hey, thank you for the well diving. Grandmaster, what up? He continued to put himself around those people that as of today, literally as of today, are known PDF files. Known PDF files. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. I mean that. All right, guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Jonna sent a $4.99 YouTube super chat to say, haha, MAGA cult pretzels, your sweet potato hipster taco tot is failing. Leave the cult and protect yourself, your family, and your country. Impeach Trump. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much for that $4.99 YouTube super chat. Baby Brat Jazzy sent another $5 YouTube super chat to say, I got something that could help you in your life, dude. It's called Getting Educated, because you're a series of walking red flags, Bozo. He really was. Guys, like the stream, especially if you're over on YouTube, like the stream. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for debates. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the link tree in the bio, or you can send a YouTube super chat. Miguel, are you a Trump supporter? I'm going to take that as a no. Whew. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up. If you're a Trump supporter, we're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 350,000 likes. Also, can we knock out the hanging lights? That's the little gift. That's the hanging lights. I like the hanging lights. Jerry, are you a Trump supporter? Jerry, are you a Trump supporter?
Sorry, didn't mean to.
No worries. Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, I didn't mean to come up.
No worries. Thank you for the hanging lights. Jerry, you want to see a magic trick? You know what's about to happen, Jerry. Come on. Come on, lean into it. I'm going to show you, Jerry.
Sorry, man.
Got him. All right, guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. And also, guys, if you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Go ahead and follow the account. This is the main account. Also, guys, we're in a subwave. We got 5 minutes to get 2 more subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and grab a subscription. You get access to an amazing Discord, a bunch of really cool emotes. You get a fast pass to join the panel for late nights. You get tag me in to join me in debating Trump supporters for 5 minutes. You also get access to my question with Brunch with my creator. D-Lo, are you a Trump supporter? Deb's in the chat, Purdy. D-Lo, are you a Trump supporter? I'll take that as a no. Jaden, you immediately teacup. Holy smokes. Jaden, are you a Trump supporter? The immediate teacup is wild. W's in the chat for Purdy. W's in the chat for Amanda. Thank you so much for the hanging lights. You guys are fucking awesome. Jaden, you have to come back into the app. If you can't see me, I can't hear you. I need you to come back. Come back. Jaden, come back. You can put the blame on me. What's my YouTube? It's Santana Speaks. Santana Speaks is the YouTube. Follow the YouTube. We finally made it over 6K over on YouTube. Make sure you guys are following the YouTubes. Where'd he go? Guys, I think I scared the hoes. They're gone. They're too scared to request up. Thomas 27 to request up. What do you say? Trump started a civil war. Where? Oh, Thomas, get in the box. I'll tell you about it. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you, and I'll tell you about it. All right, you're muted in the chat now. Get in the box. Get in the box. I'll tell you. That's the one that we haven't had a chance to talk about yet. Donald Trump is starting a civil war. Trump supporters, would you like to know why? Or how? Does anybody is Trump supporters? This is what you wanted, right? Hey, you guys remember when Trump supporters would always talk about like 2A, right? They would always talk about 2A and, you know, they're taking our pew-pews and all this other stuff, right? We're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. Thomas, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Good. Thomas, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm a Republican, yes.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Then you're a Trump supporter. You're a MAGA. You're not a Republican. Republican
I
Party
wouldn't
doesn't
say I'm
exist
MAGA.
anymore. The Republican Party doesn't exist anymore.
Sure it does.
Okay. All right. So, first, let me just get this statement off. Also, guys, we got 3 minutes. We need 2 more subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, consider grabbing a subscription. It's like the price of a cup of coffee. Please and thank you. So, Thomas, I'm going to start off with this comment. Kamala would never.
What?
Kamala would never get punked by Putin, crash the economy, protect PDF files, disrespect the troops, or start a civil war. Now, Thomas, the reason why I say that Trump is starting a civil war, it's specifically what he's doing in Texas, right? The way that he has reached out to Greg Abbott, and Debbie's in the chat for CJ for the subscription. You're awesome. And as requested for him to gerrymander Texas to get 5 more seats, which has in response caused Gavin Newsom to propose a gerrymandering of California, which has now put New York, Maryland, and Illinois on
Yes.
Quana. W's in the chat for Quana for the sub.
Yep.
On notice, and they're looking to do the same thing. Literally, Donald Trump is dividing the states and putting governors against each other,
No, actually,
which
no.
is an issue.
Can I say something?
Sure.
So in the Texas state constitution, they actually are allowed to redraw district lines, whereas California, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts don't have it in their constitution. So that's the big difference, and that's where everybody, well, no one
That's
is
not
really
true.
saying anything about it. It's actually
true.
in Texas, what they're trying to do
That's not
is
true.
completely legal.
That's not true. So
Yes, it is.
as far as in
It's the
Texas,
state constitution.
as far as in Texas, they have the ability to actually redistrict every 10 years, right? They're doing it in a special redrawing. It's halfway through the 10-year period. They're not supposed to be redrawing the maps right now. Redistricting is a
I
thing
don't
that
know
all
about that.
hold on. Well, I do. I'm telling you, redistricting is a thing that all states have the ability to do. Now, how they do it differs, right?
Yep.
Some states have independent advisory boards. Some states just take it on themselves and do it, right? It just depends on what state you're in. So yes, all states do it. All states can do it. But just like the census, they do those every 10 years. Texas did it 5 years ago, and they're doing it again now because Donald Trump specifically said, hey, I need 5 seats. That's what the difference is.
Well, listen, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts. I live in Mass. Okay. If you go back to this past election, Donald Trump got roughly 40% of the vote in Mass.
Did he win or lose Massachusetts?
No, obviously. Do you know how many Republican reps I have in Washington or Republicans have from this state in Washington? Not a single one.
Okay.
How is that fair?
Well, fair comes in the fall and it's still the summertime. Listen,
the Republicans, what they're doing is just reacting to what the Democrats have done.
That's not true. Like
Yes, it
literally,
is.
that's not
You see,
true.
that's-
If you, okay, again, if you want to talk about the actual drawing of the maps, I get it, right? I personally think that there should be independent boards that advise and cause them to draw up the maps instead of them being able to just say, oh, I'm going to draw up a map whenever, however I want. Like you shouldn't be allowed to gerrymander.
I agree.
Now,
I
with that
agree.
being said, what this was not started by the quote unquote Democrats, right? This is literally Texas.
Oh, no, it was. It was started by them a long time ago. And the Republicans are actually just now waking up and pushing back.
You're
This was
absolutely
started
wrong.
I mean, both sides do it.
You're
but
absolutely
the
wrong.
Democrats
Like
are better at it.
the actual
They are.
premise of gerrymander has been perpetuated by the Republican Party because they actually put up.
No.
Thank you for the hanging lights, Amanda. Put up a policy that's not popular. They don't put up popular policy. That's why they have to gerrymander in order to actually get elected. That was in the chat for Amanda. Can you name one policy that was passed within the last 60 years by the Republican Party that's overwhelmingly beneficial to all Americans?
All Americans?
Overwhelmingly beneficial to all Americans.
Well, I don't know. Last 60 years.
Now, hold on. Make sure you understand the question. I'm not saying something that benefits every American. I'm saying that overwhelmingly benefits all Americans, meaning more Americans than not.
Well, I don't know if there's a bill that the Democrats passed that benefited
ACA.
everyone either.
The ACA.
I don't think either side has done it.
The ACA.
That was passed as a tax.
What's
the
the
ACA?
ACA?
The ACA is pathetic.
What's the ACA?
Oh God. Oh my God. What's his face? 44 passed it. Oh my, I can't think of it. I'm having a brain cramp.
Let Chloe know. She needs to go up.
Oh my God. Affordable Care Act. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So how is the Affordable Care Act a tax?
Because that's how it was passed. As a tax.
Explain that.
That's why the Supreme Court.
Wait. Explain how the ACA is a tax.
Because the government can't force its citizens to buy anything. So what it was disguised as a tax. If you don't buy what we have, we're going to tax you.
That's not it. That's not it. That's absolutely. It's not. It's absolutely not a tax. It's absolutely not a tax. And even more than that, hey, who put the poison pill provision in the ACA?
Oh, I have no idea.
I do. Ted Cruz.
What is the poison
Ted
pill?
Cruz.
I'm sorry.
Ted Cruz, it's the provision where if you don't have health care, then you're actually fined. It was a fine for not having health care. Ted Cruz is the one that actually put it in the ACA, and they were going to filibuster it unless this was added in. Ted Cruz and the Republican Party did not want the ACA to have just an overwhelming win, and so they put a poison pill in it, which was that actual fine if you don't have health care.
Yeah. So, well, that's what I said. It passed as a tax. It went to the Supreme Court.
It's not a
Yes, it
tax.
is.
You
If you don't have to pay a fine, so it's a tax.
It's
Same
not a
thing.
tax because that's not how taxes work. And also, two, the actual poison pill has now since been removed. So you can't call it it's not a tax. Stop saying that.
It's a tax.
It's not a tax. If you want to say that it had a negative provision in it, yes, it's not a tax.
I look at it as a tax because that's how it was passed.
I hear you, but that's not what taxes are.
So, but and listen, the ACA,
wait, hold on. Is there a situation where you don't have to pay your federal taxes?
Well, I don't have to pay them, but I'll get in trouble.
Exactly. But with the ACA, if that was a tax, like there would be, there's a provision where if you have healthcare, then you don't pay the fee. It's a fee. It's a penalty. It's not a tax.
Well, okay. That's just a nice way to sugarcoat it, but it's a tax.
Hey, what's a tariff?
It's basically a tax.
What's
Because if you're,
What's a tariff?
A tax.
Okay.
Tax on goods.
Exactly. That's tax.
Yes.
That's a tax.
It's the same.
Because there's no way around a tariff. This is a provision. This is a penalty if you don't adhere. If you want to call it a fine, sure. If you want to call it a penalty, sure. It's not a tax. That's not how taxes work.
No, but it's listen, the ACA, right? So you rely on young people, let's say 18 to 26, who chances are, obviously, that besides a broken bone, won't be actually going to the emergency room or to their doctors. If he kept those people out of it, then those people are paying into it, so you have more money. But yet the dumb part of that was he allowed kids to stay on until age 26. So all that money that could have been generated was lost. That's another stupid part.
No, wait, what? Okay, so understanding, no. Hold on, slow down for a second. Understanding the need to actually have healthcare is massively beneficial. When you talk about those young people who are used to having healthcare and actually dropping someone off of their healthcare, it's massively negatively impactful. Hey, question for you, Thomas. What's the number one reason that people become unhoused?
Oh, probably a job. Oh, okay. Nope. So a medical bill?
Yes. Medical debt. Medical debt. People go into medical debt because they can't afford the current medical system that we have here in the United States. And so having those category of people that are uncovered as far as medical coverage leads to unhoused people. Literally, by providing additional coverage up until 26, merely gives the opportunity for young people to continue to get their life together. Like, you guys preach about how this is the land of opportunity and how it's such a great country, but you're not willing to actually do the things that gives people the opportunity to be set up for success. If we understand that's absolutely true.
Anybody can be successful.
Anyone cannot be successful. It doesn't work that way.
No.
Okay, so we're going to get into that, Thomas. Give me 2 seconds. I got to read these off real quick. W's in the chat for Kofi Mom, who sent a $2 YouTube super chat to say, I live in South Illinois district that we turn blue. I know that's right. W's in the chat. Also, W's in the chat for Shay, who sent a $10 YouTube super chat to say, bottom line, Trump is scared of losing the midterms, so he's trying to cheat. You're absolutely right. That is absolutely what's happening. Guys, if you like to support the live, you can do so at Santana Speaks For You, Santana Speaks For You, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Or you can send a YouTube super chat, and I will read that out as well. Yeah, you guys can support the live. Also, make sure that you hit the follow button. If you see follow up here, that means you're not following me. Go ahead and hit the follow button. This is the main account. Last but not least, if you see a gray heart, you haven't sent your daily heart me, go ahead and send the gray heart. It's only one coin and it'll add you to the team. All right. So your premise, Thomas, is that anyone can be successful.
Absolutely.
Explain that to me.
Oh, anyone.
Explain it to me.
My parents immigrated from Poland. Mm-hmm. They didn't speak not one word of English, not one. Mm-hmm. They got jobs. They followed the American dream, ended up buying 3 houses, and they're successful.
Okay.
Every single one of my family members, uncles, aunts, cousins, anyone who came from Poland, not a single one ever received a penny from any state or government assistance. They worked, they realized, oh shit, all I gotta do is just get a job, work hard, and I can have all this. And that's what they did. So anyone can do it. Anyone.
Got it. Okay, cool. All right, let me run through a couple of things with you then, Thomas.
Hey, listen, I don't mean to cut you off. I got like 4 minutes until my food gets here. So
okay, perfect. I'm gonna hold your hand as we walk through this really quick for the next 4 minutes.
Sure.
Thomas, as far as systemic racism, it's a major factor, right? I can go in systemic racism and we can talk about the inability for Black people to actually advance because of multiple reasons, whether it be the educational system, whether it be the healthcare system. We can talk all about all of those. But since you only have 4 minutes, I'm going to streamline this. Let's talk about how is it that what's the most surefire way to actually gain wealth within the United States, Thomas?
Sure. Well, lottery, inheritance?
No. I mean, I guess if you want to inherit,
if you want to do it quick,
it's owning
obviously.
property. It's owning property.
Well, yeah.
Owning property is the greatest way
well,
to.
That's the American dream, obviously.
Yeah, I hear you,
Well,
but it's the greatest way to actually gain wealth here in the United States of America. Hey, fun fact: did you know that more 70-year-olds are now purchasing homes than 30-year-olds are purchasing homes? Did you know that?
You know why?
Because it's unaffordable for those 30-year-olds.
No,
that's
because
why.
Those 30-year-olds went to some idiot school, took out, a $300,000 loan, and got.
Why should you have to take out a $300,000 loan to get higher education, Thomas?
Huh?
Why should you have to take out a $300,000 loan to get education, Thomas?
Listen, I'll agree with you on most points, which might surprise you. No institution should ever cost that much money. None.
Why did they start charging for higher education, Thomas?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Was there ever a time in our history where higher education was free?
Oh, I'm sure. Well, grant scholarships.
No, I mean, just like anyone could go to state colleges at no cost.
No, I don't. Not that I remember.
The answer's yes.
When?
Before the Civil Rights Act.
Okay.
What happened? What I specifically said before the Civil Rights Act. Hey, why do you think that I said before the Civil Rights Act?
I have no idea.
Because after the Civil Rights Act, they made it so it wasn't free anymore. Hey, why do you think that after the Civil Rights Act that they made higher education something that wasn't free anymore?
Oh, because of greed.
Nope.
I think greed is, well, I mean, you might have a different answer, but I think greed was a big part of it, and it still is.
Okay, I hear you. No, it's because more Black people were trying to get higher education. It's racism. Literally, more people since after the Civil Rights Act, and Reagan really pushed it with not only like trickle down economics, but there was a factor of multiple things that happened under the Reagan administration. But they actually made the shift to having people pay for higher education because more Black people started to obtain higher education. And so since they could no longer stop Black people from just being able to actually obtain higher information, they then actually put in a provision as far as being able to pay for higher education, which disenfranchised Black people because of the wealth gap that has been and continue to persist here within the United States. Now, the funny fact about that is it not only disenfranchised Black people, but it disenfranchised people as a whole, right? It negatively impacted everyone as far as being able to pay for higher education. So when you talk about people paying $300,000 for education, it's simply rooted in racism, and it is something that was not necessary, but they did it anyway.
Well, as far as not being necessary, obviously I agree. I mean, like I said, no college should cost. It's one thing if you get, you're guaranteed a position or a job, whatever, that you're going to make 6 figures a year. But some of these degrees that these kids are walking out with, they're making 20, 30 grand a year, which they're never going to pay back the student loan, which obviously stops them from.
Student loans are predatory.
I don't know.
Student loans are literally predatory. Student loans are predatory in the sense of the actual interest that they, include. Hey,
it's like a credit card.
No, why the fuck would you give an 18-year-old $100,000? When like let's just thank you for the hanging lights. Let's just actually sit here from a real world practical stance and say, I'm going to give an 18-year-old $100,000 and tell them to pay me back.
Well, that's because everyone was saying if you go to college, you're going to achieve the American dream.
Yeah, they did. They duped a lot of people. Gucci, thank you for the hanging lights. They absolutely duped a lot of people. But think about it. Who the fuck would give an 18-year-old $100,000 and be like, hey, pay me back in 4 years? That doesn't even make sense.
That's a loaded question. I mean, listen, there's some responsible 18-year-olds that
I'm not saying that there's some responsible 18-year-olds, but what I'm saying, it goes back to the premise that we were just making, right? The fact that the country does not set people up for success and is not something that allows people to grow wealth. When you are giving a $100,000 loan to an 18-year-old and then putting 17% tax or not tax interest on it, like the interest rates are sky high. The repayment process is absolutely ridiculous. Like there's multiple factors that makes it predatory.
It's I don't know if I would use the word predatory. I mean, they literally take advantage of students and they take advantage of veterans as well. But on the flip side,
the student loan industry takes advantage of veterans. Did you know that?
Yeah. No, say that again.
The student loan industry takes advantage of veterans. Did you know that?
No. How?
So there was a provision that was passed, and Donald Trump just recently rolled it back when he signed executive orders when he got back in office. But there was a provision where student loan companies could not specifically target people that have not the GI Bill. Is it the GI Bill? Anyway, you know how veterans get access to free education. Well, they specifically was targeting veterans because they had guaranteed money. And so there was a provision that was put in to actually protect them and say, hey, you can't just go after this. Yeah, the GI Bill. You can't just go after veterans because you know that they have access to this money. Donald Trump signed an EO that rolled that back, and now it allows those lending agencies to specifically continue to target veterans, understanding that they have access to guaranteed money, even if it's not something that's necessarily going to be suitable for them.
I'd have to read the entire thing before I can comment on that because I don't know.
I hear you, but again, my whole premise is the United States of America is not setting young people up to be beneficial or to be able to actually have a successful life. Whether you talk about,
what? I will agree with you on on part of that. And do you know where it starts? In school, in like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th in high school. They're not teaching these kids what they need to learn to actually be successful in life. Most of these kids.
Wait, if that's the case, then why do you support abolishing the Department of Education?
Absolutely.
Then why? Why?
Because all it is just a slush fund for these. How? You know
what does the Department of Education do?
It upholds federal law. So yeah, but that's what it was designed for.
No, it's not.
Oh no,
it's not. And there's way more to it.
It's horrible. We spend more money on kids to go to school, and then their grades and what they're learning is absolutely atrocious.
That's not true. Also,
no, the whole system absolutely no. The whole system.
That's not true. Like literally, that's not true. Hey, who actually sets the curriculum?
The states should.
The states do. Like the actual, it's at a state level. When you talk about having the actual ability, the problem with abolishing the Department of Education is that you take away people access to, or kids access to, I think it's pronounced IEPs. I always like mess up the letters, but you remove those certain protections for those students that need it. Those students with learning disabilities, those students that need those additional protections.
No, they're not going to lose that.
That's literally what the Department of Education
people were saying, Department of Education is taking away school lunches. And I couldn't be further from the truth.
No, Trump is taking away school lunches.
The Department of Agriculture is taking away school lunches?
Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump. And the BBB. The provision in the BBB, actually, yes, literally. The provision in the BBB cuts students' access to school lunch. Literally.
No, that's the Department of Agriculture.
And literally in the BBB, there's provisions that cuts access to funding for school lunches for kids. Yes, they're taking money, and they're taking money out, which is going to take food out of kids' mouth.
Again, I'd have to read it to see the entire thing. And I just
listen.
Not that I don't believe you, but Hey, listen,
that's fine.
I got to
That's
fly. So now that
let me say one last thing before you go, Thomas.
Sure, go ahead.
When I talk about the United States and not being able to actually, or not setting young people up for success, it's for multiple reasons. You can talk about the lack of investment in education in our school system. You can talk about the lack of investment in our healthcare system, whether you want to talk about physical health or mental health. You can talk about the actual lack of protections when it comes to even their well-being, right? Making sure that they have the ability to just walk around and live, right? The United States aren't focused on those things. They're not actually doing the things that allow people to continue to grow. And Republicans have continued to vote to harm people, right? When you take money away from people that need it for Medicaid, when you take money away from people that need it for SNAP benefits, when you do all of those things, you negatively impact those people. The United States is not setting anyone up for success. That's why there's a lower number of young people purchasing homes and starting families versus people that did it in the past or people that are actually purchasing homes now. It's your vote and it's the Republican Party, Thomas.
I see on some of the points that you just said, I disagree with, but.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I got to go. I'll come back.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Yep. I don't get it. Chat, like legitimately, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. W's in the chat for Baby Brat Jazzy, who sent a $5 YouTube super chat to say, I can always tell when I'm near MAGA. I hear the air whistling through the the cave nostril space between their ears, especially when there's a breeze. Thank you so much for that $5 YouTube super chat. Also, thank you to Just Alpha for the $10 YouTube super chat to say the DOE is significant help for people with mental disabilities like myself. I have ASD by providing money for special education and IEPs. Caller, you're advocating to destroy future generations. That's literally what I said. Literally what I said. You're absolutely right. Thank you for that $10 donation. Debbie's in the chat for Rad Storm, who sent a $5 YouTube super chat to say, no child left behind ruined us. That Donnie didn't pass. Donnie didn't pass. We don't hold him back. We focus on test scores and answers and not how and why. Critical thinking is gone. W's in the chat for that $5 donation. I absolutely agree. I think here in the United States, we lack critical thinking. And I think that Donald Trump has leaned into the fact that people don't deal with critical thinking anymore. Like people are more willing to just accept the things that they actually are told. But then it's wild how they go like down these weird conspiracy rabbit holes with things that just seem like off base. You tell people that the government is taking food out of kids' mouth by cutting the actual access to funds for food, and they're like, oh, that's not happening. But if you tell them that Bill Gates is taking fucking seeds out of fruits, they're like, yep, Bill Gates is taking all the seeds out of the fruits. What are we even doing? Like, what the fuck are we even doing now? W's in the chat as well for Baby Brat Jazzy, who sent a $5 YouTube super chat to say, autistic person here, I wouldn't have had a IEP. I always mess up letters. If they had messed up the protections on my education for those like me. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that YouTube super chat, guys. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube and you want to send a YouTube super chat, you can do so, and I will read that out. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you're liking the stream, and also make sure you hit that follow button. If you're over here on TikTok, hey, Jacob, thank you for the galaxy, and you see the word follow at the top, that means you're not following me. Hit the follow button. This is the main page now. Go Astro. Are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
Oh, all right. Go Astro. I got a comment for you. Not a question, a comment. Kamala would never.
Kamala would never what?
Kamala would never get punked by Putin, crash the economy, protect PDF files, disrespect troops, start a civil war. Kamala would never. Do you want to disagree on any of those, or do you want to just admit that you miss Obama? Because if you do, then I'll take that too.
No, you're right. Kamala would never, because she would never be president, so she would never get that opportunity. You're right.
So is that like the analogy to is it better to have loved and lost than never loved at all? Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all.
That's what it feels like you're saying, because
your logic's faulty.
No, I think you're missing your own logic. You're saying Kamala would never, because she would never have the chance to be president. So if she had the chance to be president, would it be better? Listen to what you're saying. Are you saying that it would be better if Kamala Harris was president and she did all these bad things like Trump, or it's better for her just not to be president? I think you're missing your own point.
No, if she had been president, she would have had all those things happen to her.
No,
That's
she
my
wouldn't.
point.
No,
Yeah, she would have. Yeah, she would have.
Okay, cool. So let's you
none
know
of
what?
those none of
Hold
those
on.
things have happened. None of those things have happened to Trump.
Let's stick to this one, right? Let's do the crash the economy.
None of those things have happened to Trump.
All of the things have happened to Trump.
They have
okay,
not.
You know what? Dealer's choice. You pick one. Go Astro.
Punked by Putin. Let's go with that.
Okay,
Punked by
cool.
Putin. Let's go with that.
Cool. Donald Trump was punked by Putin yesterday in multiple ways, whether it be that Vladimir Putin actually showed up, brought his own limousines, and then continued to actually dictate to Donald Trump how the meeting was going to go. He actually
were you in the meeting? Were you in the meeting?
He actually cut the meeting
Were you
short.
in the meeting?
He actually cut the meeting short, and they were supposed to have lunch. They did not have lunch because Putin left. He also took an unprecedented step and spoke first, which is not normal because he was a visitor. Thank you for the rose. Normally, the hosting country's leaders speak first. Thank you for the rose, Purdy. And the media was not ready. And so Putin, who speaks Russian, they had to actually hurry up and try to get translators in to be able to understand what he was saying. And last but not least, Donald Trump made a whole big stink prior to the actual meeting and said, hey, if we don't get a deal done today, there's going to be massive repercussions and I'm going to be really pissed. I'll even get up and leave and I'm not going to do any type of press conference. He said
Are you done monologuing?
He said that prior to the meeting, and then after the meeting, not only did he, when I'm done monologuing, I would stop talking. So if I'm still talking, that means that I'm still actually laying out the case of how Putin got punked.
You have proved nothing yet. There's been no punking
It's a lasagna. It's a lasagna.
There's been no punking yet.
Sure, it's a lasagna. It's layers. I'm laying out the layers. If you can't keep up, then maybe
you have laid out nothing.
Maybe if you do this and do this.
Hey, were you in the meeting? Were you in the meeting? Hey, were you in the meeting?
Hey, go Astros. I need you to put on your listening earmuffs.
Hey, boy, were you in the meeting? Were you in the meeting,
I need you to put on your listening earmuffs.
Hey, child, were you in the meeting?
So I understand that right now you're crashing and you're even trying to incite me. You can't do it.
Child, were you in the meeting?
Because you're not good enough, right?
The meeting.
You're not good enough. I understand that you're crashing. I need you to listen. I need you to take a deep breath. I know you have big feelings in your tum-tum right now, bud. I get it that you don't know how to emotionally regulate yourself. But this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish speaking, and then once I finish speaking, then you're just gonna run. You're gonna run. You're gonna run. Yes, chat. He said, "Boy." Yes, he absolutely did. You know what the funny thing is about like these racist pieces of shit? These absolute peons. You can't trigger me. You can't. I'm not a snowflake like you. You can't do it. There's literally not one thing that a Trump supporter, that a racist, that a white nationalist, that a Triple K member can say to me that will trigger me. It doesn't work that way. It literally doesn't. I am a black man from the South that has been black all of my life. You think your words hurt me? You think that if you come up here and say boy, or even crash out and try to call me the N-word, you think that's gonna hurt me? You're a joke. You're an absolute joke. You're a clown. Your words only hurt you because you're a sensitive snowflake. That's why you all got upset when Hillary Clinton called you a basket full of deplorables. That's why you all got upset when Joe Biden said MAGA was trash. That's why you all get upset when we say that you're in a cult. Because words hurt you so bad. And so you think since words hurt you so bad, your words can hurt us. They don't. Even your racist words don't hurt me. Thank you for the crown. They don't. So you can engage or you can continue to crash out. Thank you for the cowboy hat. Thank you for the crown. Also, guys, no, don't report, or at least don't report anybody on the live. Listen, chat, I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. but there's never, ever, 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 ever an instance where I need you guys to report anyone on my panel. It hurts the live. There's no need to do that. I can control, think of boxing gloves. I can control the people up on the panel. I'm a feral. Ali, are you a Trump supporter?
Hi, Santana. No, I love you. Do you mind if I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. So what's like the long-term vision?
W's in the chat for Nightblade. Nightblade sent a $7 donation, said, they say racist code is shit all day, every day on your lives and every political live out there. I'm still standing strong. W's in the chat for Nightblade. Thank you so much for that $7 donation. You are absolutely fucking far too kind. Guys, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you want to ask a question, get a message across, anything like that, you can donate and I will answer any questions or read that out, or you can send a YouTube super chat and I'll read that out. Also, again, guys, please respect my boundaries. Please respect my boundaries. Do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. I'm not talking to friendlies. I'm only looking for debates. If you have a question, you can actually, tag one of my mods. If you're a sub, you can get in the Discord and you can, put your question in there. Like, there's so many other ways, but don't request up and say I have a question. And not just for me. Stop doing that to other creators. Like, legitimately, stop doing that to other creators, especially when creators are trying to get debates and you think that, like, coming up to say, oh, I love you so much. Like, bro, we're really just trying to get some debates and trying to keep the live going. Like, that's not helpful. Like, we love you too. I appreciate you all so much, but come on. You're taking away from other people. W's in the chat for Twilight's guys, who sent a $5 YouTube super chat to say racism shows how evolutionary stunted you are as a person. I agree. Also, and I'll just say this, right? To those racists, right? To those racists, upgrade your racism. Like, upgrade your racism. You're still saying the stuff that you got from your ancestors. Teresa, are you a Trump supporter?
No, that was a total accident. I'm so sorry.
No worries, no worries. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you. You're good with being mediocre, right? Like, you're saying the same thing that they said like hundreds of years ago. Like, fucking upgrade your software. What are we doing? We're running on fucking Linux. What the fuck are you even doing? I don't know. W's in the chat for Rad, who sent a $2 YouTube super chat to say, you should point out that 1930s Germany is compared to now. Listen, one before, like right after Trump got elected, that was one of the debate backgrounds. Which is better, 1930s Germany or 2025 US? So that was one that I did. Also, W's in the chat for Conway, who sent a $3 Canadian donation to say, you think you can hurt Santana? Bro is a man of steel. Listen, they have no fucking idea. They don't. They have no idea. Like, I legitimately don't think why. I don't understand why you think your words could actually hurt me. Anywho, guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, you're not following me. This is the main account. This is the main account. Make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button. Guys, I got time for maybe a couple more. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Thank you for the rose. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are only looking for Trump supporters. We are only looking for some debates. If you are someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. I have a statement. Teresa, are you a Trump supporter?
Sorry, I didn't mean to push anything.
No worries. Hey, how's your Saturday going?
Pretty good. I'm at work.
Oh, you're at work. You're listening to me at work.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Well, tell everybody I say hi. I hope you have a good rest of your work day. Get it done and get off and enjoy yourself, okay?
Thank you. You too.
Have a good one. You're at work too, CC? I always think it's weird. Like, okay, this is a moment. I'm gonna Trump supporters, fuck you, get in the box. I'm gonna take a whole step away and talk about this for like half a second. It's always weird for me to think about like how you guys are like there and you're watching me like here. I don't know. It's all weird. It's all weird. It's weird that you guys actually watch me. And then you guys like talk back to me in the chat. I still don't understand this. I don't know. And like for some of you guys, I'm a part of like your daily routine where you guys like you work and you listen or you like I don't know. It's weird. But we're weird together and I love all of you. At work on a toilet cooking day. It is. You guys ever think about that? Like, I don't know. W's in the chat for Tyrone. Tyrone sent a $5 donation, says slurs only show their low level of character. You're absolutely right. Like they have no substance. That's who they are. They're pitiful people. Thank you so much for the sun. Trump supporters, get in the box. Get in the box. Get in the box. Hey, chat, you think Trump supporters, but you know what? I'll say this. There's 1.2 thousand of us hanging out right now. First and foremost, if you're hanging out and you see the word follow, hit the follow button. This is the main account. This is the main account. The other account got Thanos. So if you ever want to see me again, make sure you follow this account. Turn on the notifications. Go in, hit that notification button. It'll let you know when I go live. Send your daily heart me, add you to the team. Do all the wonderful things. This is the main account. Hit that follow button. Guys, have you ever seen a MAGA live that has like, there's 1.2 thousand of us hanging out over here. There's over 300 people over on YouTube. So there's like 1,500 of us all together right now. You ever seen like a MAGA live that has thousands of people watching without like some quote unquote big name left winger in it? Because I've never seen that. And not just like here on TikTok, but on YouTube as well. And the reason why is because they don't build community. Like I don't know, like they're on the fringes. Yeah, it's like, it's always weird. They're always, and then you have the same MAGA crash outs that actually just run around to different, like think about it. A guy, I tracked the guy. A guy talked to me, talked to Parker, talked to Dean, talked to Erica, talked to Hector, talked to the same person, talked to all of us. But for some reason, they want us to believe that they represent all of America. They think that they believe, they want us to believe that they represent all of America, when literally, not only is the same people running around yip yapping, but when you see their safe spaces, their MAGA spaces where they actually have all the power, it's what, 10, 15, 20 of them? It's weird. They're weird. It's weird. They're weird. W's in the chat for first and foremost, Dark Cobra Bra? I think that's how you say it. Who became a member over on YouTube. Guys, if you're watching over on YouTube, grab a membership. Grab a membership. It's like a subscription. You get access to the Discord. You get access to some cool emotes. I got to upload the other emotes over on YouTube as well, but you also get access to like direct questions and all this other stuff on YouTube. It's really cool. Grab a membership. Also, W's in the chat for Baby Brat Jazzy, who sent a $5 donation. Say cultists always cry. Words don't mean words to them unless they're able to define and misuse them. Heading into work soon. I'll use earbuds there. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. W's in the chat for Joe, who sent a $10 YouTube super chat to say MAGA isn't good enough to run on Linux. They're not. RFK Jr. says black people should be on different vaccine schedules. He did say that. He literally said that. That just sounds like eugenics and racism. It absolutely is. And the fact that RFK Jr. is trying to actually get rid of vaccines as a whole, like all of it, it's all connected. W's in the chat for Ali. Ali sent a $1.40 donation to say, oh, okay, yeah, no worries. Okay, let me read this off. I was wondering what the long-term vision is for mass amnesty after the amnesty in turn of future border security, and how much better do you think the system has to get to discourage enough undocumented immigration? Listen, I think mass amnesty would actually benefit us as a whole, because it gives people that legal pathway to citizenship. It adds them to the country where they've already been an intricate part of it. and it's more cost efficient versus trying to pursue mass deportation. I think you do it as a one time. I mean, it's been done in our history, right? We have a track record of it. We can do that. It will give people a legal pathway to citizenship. Those people that are already paying into our systems with the taxes and being those intricate parts of our communities, like it's the best possible thing versus, you know, these ICE raids and terrorizing communities and all this other stuff. So I think it's a great thing. The W's in the chat for Quana, who sent a $25 donation. You're fucking awesome. Thank you for the $25 donation, saying your lives help keep me focused on my homework. Thank you. Listen, I don't understand how, if I was trying to do homework and listen to myself, I would be going in fucking circles. I don't understand how you do it. That's amazing. W's in the chat for you. W's in the chat for Rad Storm, who sent a $5 YouTube super chat to say, Metal Wolf Chaos, a video game from 2004 from Japan, is about taking back the U.S. as the 47th president by a coup d'etat by the VP. Trump joined the VP. Absolutely. It's funny how some of these actual movies and video games and stuff, it feels like foreshadowing. Anybody seen iRobot? Anybody in the chat seen iRobot? Does anybody remember the movie iRobot by Will Smith? Anybody remember that movie? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. Hey, Elon Musk is making Tesla robots. What about Jurassic Park? Anybody remember Jurassic Park? Anybody? Has anyone seen Jurassic Park? Yeah? Yeah? They're cloning dire wolves. They actually made dire wolves from old DNA, and now they're trying to focus on remaking dinosaurs. Have we missed the fucking plot? Have we missed the fucking plot? I think we missed the plot. Yes. If you guys didn't know, yeah, they actually remade dire wolves. They took DNA and spliced DNA from dire wolves and created dire wolves that are fucking massive. They're fucking massive. And now they're saying that we're going to move on to dinosaurs. Kamala would never. W's in the chat for Jamie, who sent a $25 donation saying education is the real issue in the country. It's so important. Thank you for everything you're doing to help. So very much appreciated. Listen, thank you so much for that $25 donation. You're absolutely fucking far too kind. Yeah, I agree. Education is pivotal. It's the key. It's something that's absolutely needed. And it's how we continue to grow and move forward. PK 2.0, I know you're a Trump supporter because I saw you spamming in the chat. So I'm not even going to jump in with that question. Hey, PK, Kamala would never.
Fix anything?
No, Kamala would never get punked by Putin, crash the economy, protect PDF files, disrespect troops, or start a civil war. Hey, why is your guy doing all of those things?
Okay, so let's zone in on crash the economy. That good with you?
Yep.
Okay. How's the consumer price index going?
As a whole, there's multiple factors that have dropped. It's differing. It depends on what you're specifically speaking to. But overall, multiple things are down. Key indicators are down. And also consumer confidence is down. Inflation is up. So the economy isn't just one specific thing. It's multiple factors. You can point out one thing and say, oh, this one thing is up, but that does not negate the fact that there's multiple key indicators that are down.
Well, to your point, the way you just said it, you said inflation is up, but it's only up for the past month.
Is it up?
Yes.
And it's not up for the past month. It's up in general. It's actually up from where Biden left it. Right? Biden literally handed it off to Trump, and Trump has increased inflation.
You say Biden, however, did he really have a hand in fixing it?
Yes. The United States had the United States of America had the fastest recovery of any G7 country as far as inflation after the pandemic, and they helped drive it down from 9% to sub 2.4, 2.3 or whatever. So yes, Joseph Robinette Biden absolutely had a massive hand in decreasing inflation.
Right, but he couldn't find his way up the stage. No, we paid for that in the
Donald
Fed rate.
Trump fell up the stairs as well. Donald Trump has wandered
One
off
time?
while at the White House, didn't know where he was going. You can't actually try to pull Joe Biden doesn't know what he's doing if you're not willing to give that same energy to Trump. Trump is literally doing all the things that Joe Biden did. He's literally doing the things that you said that Biden did. Don't play.
His inflation is spiking?
No, yes, the inflation is going up, but you said he couldn't find his way. No, you just said he couldn't find his way off stage. Donald Trump couldn't either. That's the point that I'm talking about.
Trump couldn't find his way up a stage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At the White House. Specifically during quote unquote Liberation Day, Donald Trump started wandering and going in circles on the stage and didn't know where to go, and they had to basically herd him off. He's done this multiple times. Donald Trump he's definitely in some type, I don't want to say cognitive decline because I'm not a doctor, I don't have access, but he's definitely old. He's definitely old.
Did you see that he just took his cognitive test?
Say it again?
Did you say that he just took and released the results of his cognitive test? He's doing just fine.
Is it the TV cat dog?
Huh?
Is it the one where he said, TV, camera, cat? I saw all that and I was able to say that.
Seriously?
That's what he said.
Okay. Did you see him speak versus Putin? Did he sound like he was cognitive decline?
Yes.
That's your take on it?
Yes. Donald Trump has talked about windmills and wells and Arnold Palmer's junk and Hannibal Lecter. Donald Trump has said that we need to nuke hurricanes. Donald Trump has said that windmills cause well to go batty. Donald Trump rambles at every opportunity to speak. Literally, Donald Trump was at the G7 summit and had to get wrangled in by the Canadian PM because he was just mumbling and rambling and stumbling all over himself. Donald Trump does not have a coherent stream of thought.
That's an interesting perception. I don't think you really listen to him when he talks. That's a lot of TDS, dude.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Let's
so when he took over the economy.
No. Don't worry about it. We're going to test that theory. We're going to test that theory. So you're saying that
you don't want to talk about the economy anymore. Gotcha.
No, wait. We're going to go back to it, but please don't try to gaslight me like Donald Trump is this quote unquote stable genius, right? So let's do this one. This is Donald Trump when talking about alligator Alcatraz, right? Where he was down in Florida and they said like, hey, how long are people going to be detained, right? They said, how long do they have to stay in alligator Alcatraz? How long are they going to be detained? This is Trump's response.
Tina Marie McNichol, Fox News Channel. Mr. President, is there an expected time frame that detainees will spend here, days, weeks, months? And does that have anything to do with the immigration judges you just spoke about being trained and staffed here?
When you say, what was the first part of your question?
Is there a specific time frame you expect the detainees to spend here? Days, weeks, months?
In Florida?
Yes, here at Alligator Alcatraz.
I'm going to spend a lot. Look, this is my home state. I love it. I love your government. I love all the people around. These are all friends of mine. They know them very well. I mean, I'm not surprised that they do so well. They're great people. Ron has been a friend of mine for a long time. I feel very comfortable in the state. I'll spend a lot of time here. I want to, for 4 years, I've got to be in Washington, and I'm okay with it because I love the White House. I even fixed up the little Oval Office. I make it, it's like a diamond. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It wasn't made.
Did you make this yourself?
But even when it wasn't, it was still the Oval Office, so it meant a lot. But I'll spend as much time as I can here. My vacation is generally here because it's convenient. I live in Palm Beach. It's my home. And I have a very nice little place, nice little cottage to stay at, right? But we have a lot of fun, and I'm a big contributor to Florida. Pay a lot of tax. And a lot of people move from New York, and I don't know what New York is going to do. A lot of people moved to Florida from New York, and it was for a lot of reasons.
This has been done before.
Was taxes. The taxes are so high.
I don't need to shit, dude.
I don't know what New York's going to do about that.
This is not
the biggest, wealthiest people, and some of the people that pay the most taxes of any people anywhere in the world, for that matter, they're moving to Florida and other places. So we're going to have to help some of these states out, I think. But thank you very much. I'll be here as much as I can. Very nice question. With that,
Now, you tried to cut it off because you were getting embarrassed by your president, right? You were getting embarrassed. That was secondhand embarrassment. You were trying to run away from the point that I just made, that Donald Trump rambles, stammers, and has no coherent stream of thoughts. Respond to that. Tell me how that was coherent.
Okay. Can you go to YouTube and actually pull that clip up, or are you just going to play it off of the audio file?
So the reason why I quote unquote played it off an audio file is because I literally made a video of it, right? I literally pull this information because I make videos about multiple things, including this one. But you know what's funny, right? The reason why it looks or it sounds like an audio file, it's because I was holding it up. It wasn't an audio file. It was literally, I was holding it up like that because it was Donald Trump. It was easier to hold it up to the mic, but here, look. Oh, hold on.
Don't do that.
I know, right?
News channel, Mr. President, is there an expected time frame that detainees will spend here days, weeks, months? And does that have anything to do with the immigration judges you just spoke about being trained and staffed here?
Yeah, that interview.
You expect the detainees to spend here days, weeks, months?
Also, this is Fox News.
Right. That interview that he did at Alligator Alcatraz didn't look like that. He was in the facility. He wasn't on
This was afterwards when they actually set him up on stage to have that interview. Listen, you can try to deflect and say, oh, it wasn't him. It was literally him. It was literally him. It's literally him. Dude, your TDS is leaking through. Like, that's, how can you even try to defend it?
You don't even answer questions about the economy. All you do is just...
No. We were going there, but you tried to actually bring up Biden and how he wasn't there. And then you said that Donald Trump, you said, have you heard him speak? You're wrong. And da-da-da. And I literally just proved it. Now we can move on to the economy. I can finish this dog walking, but I wanted to make sure that we verified that, yes, Donald Trump is not a quote unquote stable genius.
He's doing a pretty good job.
By what key indicator?
Ending conflicts.
What conflicts has he ended?
There's been like 4 or 5 of them.
Did he end, right? Did he? Oh, you mean conflicts that were started under him? Cool. Did he end the Ukraine-Russia war like he said he was? Has he ended the G side in Palestine?
Is that what the meeting was? That he actually went and met with Putin?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. What happened prior to the meeting and what happened after the meeting?
They've still got to come to terms.
What happened prior to the meeting and what happened after the meeting?
Did you hear the part in the meeting?
What did Donald Trump say before the meeting?
He wouldn't have started the war.
What did Donald Trump say before the meeting?
But yet we spent $160 billion on it.
What did Donald Trump say before the meeting?
He didn't say what you're going to say he said. That's
okay,
the
cool.
fun part.
I'll play it. If you don't want to actually be genuine, I'll just play it. How about that? Instead of me depending on you, like, and being a genuine person and actually answering the questions, how about I just
play it? You wouldn't answer a question earlier.
What question did I didn't answer?
We were talking about the economy. I said, what was the CPI when Trump came in office?
Yeah, I didn't have that number in front of me, but like I said, there's multiple key factors. That's fine. That's fine. Sure, there's multiple. There's more. Sure, I'm gonna play this, right, because you for some reason don't want to actually answer the question as far as what Trump said, but I'll play it. I got what Trump said.
A few things. He's been trying to sit down with Putin for a while.
Sure. Here we go.
We're going to see what happens. We're going to have a meeting today. Hopefully it'll be good. If it's bad, if it's something I don't see a future in, I'm a deal guy. If it's something I don't see a future in, I'm gone. I'll leave. I don't have to do a press. I'll just say, not going to be a deal. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And I go back to the United States and I preside over the economy that.
So that's what he said. He said if there's not going to be a deal, if it's not something, he'll just leave. He's out of here. He said he's not going to do an interview. Now, was there a deal that was made? Was there a deal that was made?
If there can be a deal made.
Was there a deal that was made? Was there anything beneficial that was made?
Can you not surmise from just...
So then this is what he said afterwards. This is what he said afterwards.
No deal until there's a deal. I will call up NATO in a little while. I will call up
the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll of course call out President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. There's no deal.
So literally, Donald Trump said prior to the meeting that there
can't be a deal made.
No. He said
you don't know how to listen
that if there was not a deal, that he was going to just walk away, no interview, all this other stuff. Not only did he not do any of that, even before the meeting, Donald Trump said that there were going to be serious consequences if there was no agreement at that meeting. He said that. Donald Trump said that. Donald Trump literally said that.
Just play the clip.
No, I'm not saying in the clip that I played. I'm saying, okay, cool. Okay, stop talking for a second, PK. 1 second.
Play the part where he says, the deal has to be made today. It's got to be made in the next 2 hours. If not, that's what you're saying. He said.
I never said that. So, Donald Trump went on record about how prior to the meeting that if there were no deals that was actually made, that here it is. It's going to be severe consequences. Those were his words. His words was specifically that there were going to be severe consequences.
Be made. Not if the deal is not made today. If the meeting is not positive.
He literally said at the meeting that they had, if there was no deal made at that meeting, there were going to be severe consequences. Where are the severe consequences? No.
You have to head in the direction first.
Where are the severe consequences?
That they met up.
Where are the severe consequences? Where are the severe consequences?
The only president. You not only
so you have nothing. Okay, cool.
Not only your candidate.
Cool. So you have nothing. You literally keep trying to go in circles, and you absolutely have nothing.
You keep going in circles.
PK.
Make a point.
I've already made multiple points, and I proved that you haven't done anything except actually speak from the feelings in your tummy.
No.
You literally substantiate anything. Substantiate anything that you're saying.
I'm telling you point blank, what you're listening to and what you're hearing, you're not taking the actual facts from it. You're then curving it and manipulating it into what you want to say. That's called manipulation, not true.
Tell me the facts.
He said if there can't be a deal made, he didn't give a time frame. He said the deal must be positive, as in they must be going in a positive direction. Did you get that, or are you still lost?
I'm letting you speak. Floor is yours.
Okay. So punked by Putin, not really.
No. You haven't proven what you said. I need you to prove that.
Okay. Pull up your audio clip again, and then.
No. You pull up an audio clip that disproves what I said. It's on you.
You played it already. It's just you won't actually listen to it and literally just pull out the fact of it. Instead, you want to try to manipulate it and twist it. It's kind of beta. It's actually kind of feminine.
Yeah, I hear you. First and foremost, there's nothing wrong with being quote unquote feminine. Secondly, beta, that's stupid. It's stupid because one, you don't even know, you don't understand the actual quote unquote study of alpha males. I also made a video breaking that down as well. Even the scientists that did this, even the scientists that did the studies on quote unquote alphas when it came to wolves said that it had nothing to do with being a quote unquote alpha, and the actual leaders come in as far as the parents in the pack. So for you mediocre wannabe quote unquote alpha males that keep citing the same stuff, it's not factual. You have no point. Now, PK,
you're just gonna play the game?
PK, make a point, bud. Make a point. Make a point.
Okay, so back to the economy. Do you know what the figures were? Do you know what
No. Stop pivoting. I want you to prove what you said.
I did.
No, you didn't.
There's two main points.
You literally did not.
There's two main points that you're missing.
Okay. Stop talking. I'm going to play this for you because you're not going to make any points. So I'm going to play this for you. Cool. And also,
I already made the points. We're not listening.
You haven't. Stop talking.
You just.
Any consequences?
Stop talking.
Will Russia face any consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
What will the consequences?
There will be consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be. I don't have to say. There will be very severe consequences. Yes.
So literally, they said where there be severe consequences after your meeting on Friday, if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war in Ukraine, he said yes.
And he
There
said
will
the
be
same
severe.
thing
He
in the
said
clip
there
that
would
you played
be
first time.
no. Hey, PK, you're not proving anything, and I'm proving it. So stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. So literally, Donald Trump went on record and said, as of the meeting on Friday, if there was no agreement to stop, there would be severe consequences to what was actually done. Where are the severe consequences?
Okay, so let me see if you can get facts.
I just need you to answer the question. I just need that. It's a really simple question. Where are the severe consequences?
Okay? What did Putin come over here for?
Where are the severe consequences?
Hold on.
Before you give me a question, I need you to answer my question.
What did Putin come here for?
Before I answer any questions that you have, you don't answer questions with the question.
I'm answering your question.
Where are the severe consequences?
Why did Putin come here?
I need you to answer the question. Where are the severe consequences?
Okay. Let me explain it to you since it's
No. I don't want you pivoting. I just want you to tell me.
Here to negotiate what? The ceasefire. Them stopping the war.
W's in the chat for Rad. Rad sent a $2 YouTube super chat to say, why trust Putin to keep deals? He always breaks them. You're absolutely right. He absolutely always breaks those deals. W's in the chat for Joel. Hey, PK, I know, listen, I know you don't have any type of self-control, but I'm thanking donors. Please. Okay, then fucking leave. Then fucking leave. You were getting dog walked. You're literally getting dog walked. You haven't actually done anything or provided anything, and I just continue to actually prove my point. Anyway, like I was saying, W's in the chat for Joel, who sent a $5 donation saying, is it a positive direction that people are still being unalived? It's not. It's absolutely not. W's in the chat for Joel, who also sent another $5 donation to say, calling dude feminine is an insult, then worshiping Trump, who literally is hella feminine, is crazy work. Yeah, Donald Trump wears makeup and lifts. He wears makeup and lifts. That's wild. Thank you for the glasses. And also, let me get back here. W's in the chat for Melanie. Melanie sent a $20 YouTube super chat. I'm sorry, a $20 donation to say male MAGAs are betas. They absolutely are. Male MAGAs are absolute betas. They are the weakest of the weak. They are absolutely the weakest, most buttercup, snowflake, crying baby. Like, that's why PK can't stay on mute for 2 seconds. It's because he's such a weak person. He's such a snowflake. He has no actual ability to show any type of emotional control. That's why he literally can't stay on mute. He literally can't stay on mute. Yeah, I was going to go to you 1 second. W's in the chat for the donators, guys. Thank you so much. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube and you want to actually support the live, you can send a YouTube super chat, and I will read that out. Erica, floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hi, PK. I just wanted to talk to you for a moment. I know you probably don't have this information, but we're about to just, prove to you that Trump has, in fact, been punked by Putin. Do you remember prior to the meeting, Santana, when Trump said that he would not agree to any deal where Ukraine had to give up land to Russia?
Correct.
Do you remember him saying that?
And also Zelensky's been very adamant about that.
Exactly. So just breaking news here that we have is that Donald Trump is now saying the best way to end this war is by giving the Donetsk region up to Ukraine. I mean, giving it up to Russia. He said that's the best way to do it. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Told Ukraine. This is
breaking news.
This is what he said. He said it was determined by all that the best way to end the horrific war between Russia and Ukraine is to go directly to a peace agreement, which would end the war and not a mere ceasefire agreement. That's what he said. All right. And he also said, because I'm reading it from Reuters here. That's where I'm reading it from. No silly ads. I don't want an ad. I'm trying to find the other quote here. Okay. He told Ukraine, he said, Russia is a very big power and they're not. Talking about Ukraine. Can you believe that, PK? Can you believe that? That he actually is ceding land of Ukraine? No, he's ceding land in Ukraine to Russia because that's what Putin has always wanted. It's their industrial region, which would definitely help Russia out. So, like, PK, I need you in front of 1.1 thousand people to just admit that Trump has been punked by Putin. Like, just admit it, bro. It's okay.
not
You
being
can say
punked
it.
when you're negotiating.
That's not negotiating, bruh.
That's called negotiating.
That's not
That's what Biden couldn't
negotiating.
do.
Oh
That's not
my God.
That's why they
negotiating.
didn't send Kamala.
But what about Biden?
Pretty much.
Hey, subs, can we drop the what about Biden stickers in the chat just for PK? What about Biden? Holy shit, you suck.
That's all I
I wonder
wanted
if
to
you act
say.
like this when you're out.
Okay.
He does.
Thank you so much. E. I do. I'm literally the same person online as in person.
It really is.
What state
Yeah.
you in?
Yeah. So
What state?
hey,
None of your
so
damn
guys,
business.
let me tell you about what happened the other day, chat. Would you guys like to hear how I'm the same person online as in person?
Be factual next time. Try
Sure.
harder.
Sure. You lost. You lost. And you lost and you ran.
Not the skedaddle.
He got fucking mollywopped. He got
The
mollywopped.
skedaddle. Oh,
He
that's
got
fun.
mollywopped.
All right. I'm out, bro.
All right, E. I appreciate you. W's in the chat for Baby Brat, who sent a $20 YouTube super chat to say, before I work with my earbuds in, I have to be quiet. Reminder: walk the dogs. Don't play don't play chess with the pigeons. They just knock over the pieces, shit on the board, and strut like they did something. That's exactly what he just did. Literally, that's what PK just did. He literally just did that. W's in the chat for Rad, who sent a $2 YouTube super chat to say Trump's second term equals Karen's revenge, Karen on a revenge tour, campaign. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what it is. Guys, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. All you do is spew misinformation. Cool. Miles, get in the box. First and foremost, I'm going to mute you because you're a bitch. But get in the box and tell me how I spew misinformation. You don't get to actually yip yap from the chat. If I spew information, come up and actually fact check me, bro. Literally, I'll give you the floor to fact check me. I'll give you the floor to fact check me. Nothing? Nothing? I didn't think so. You guys are so tough in the comments. You guys are so tough when you don't have to actually prove anything. You guys are so tough when you don't actually have to, verify anything. All you have to do is spew the feelings in your tum-tum. That's when you're the toughest. You're the toughest when you don't have to actually substantiate anything. That's because you don't know anything. Because your daddy didn't tell you those things. But you know what's funny? When your daddy tells you those things, you still don't believe those things. It's weird. It's weird and it's wild. Guys, I'll make a deal with you. I'll make a deal with you. I have a really interesting story about how I'm the same offline as I am online. Same offline and online. I'll make a deal with you. If we can knock out this gift goal and also get the likes up to 450,000 likes, I will tell you the story, and I promise you it will not disappoint. So if we can somehow knock out the roses, those the magic roses or whatever, and then also get up to 240,000 likes, I will tell you guys an absolute classic of a story. Yeah, that's the deal. Anywho, Trump supporters, let's go. Thank you so much. Trump supporters, where you at? Trump supporter, where you at? Let's see here. I don't think this person is a Trump supporter. Also, guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, you're not following me. This is the main account. Make sure you hit the follow button, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to follow me. Also, turn on your notifications so you know when I go live. It's super, super important. Turn on the notifications so you know when I go live. User, are you going to slur? Thank you, Lynn. I don't think you are. User, I hear you tapping. User, do you know you're up here? Hey, thank you, Nana. Hey, thank you, Q. All right, I'm gonna drop you. I don't think you do. Guys, we're halfway there. Again, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get up to 450,000 likes. And if we only need 9 more of those rose things. If we get 9 more, then I will tell you the absolute, thank you so much for the rose. I'll tell you the absolute classic story of me being me in person. Now, I'll give you a bit of a tease and say my wife was not happy with me. Jules, are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, no, I didn't know if you were, but I just wanted to add some context for Medicaid.
Thank you for the rose. Please seek consent, right? I mean, like, yeah, I said I was only looking for Trump supporters, but you didn't even seek consent. You didn't even say, hey, I'm not, but would it be okay if I do this? Hey, Francis, thank you for the rose. Like, seek consent. You know what's funny? I might have even letting you speak if you would have actually did that, but you didn't. Thank you for the rose. I think we're almost there, guys. I think we're almost there. We're 80% of the way, and we just need to get the likes up to 450,000 likes. So if you could tap the screen, power tap, just lock in for like half a second. Lock in for like 30 seconds. We can get the likes up to 450,000 likes. And I think we're close to, thank you, Q, to closing out the forever. We only need 3 more of those. And I will tell you the absolute classic of a story. And again, my wife was not happy. So hopefully she's not watching right now. Is she watching? Does anybody know if management is watching this right now? Because she'll probably be, I don't think she's watching right now. If she's watching right now, then she would be probably upset if I told the story. Yeah, for the people sending the small rose, I appreciate those so much. It's the gift goal. It's the forever rose. We only need three more of those to close it out. We need 3 more of the forever roses, and I will give you the story. Rags, thank you so much for the sub. You're fucking awesome. Also, guys, we're almost there with the 450,000 likes. Tap the screen. Let's get it up to 450. Hey, let's go, Q. Thank you so much. Also, the people that create those like weird accounts that say like notification, and then you go on to people's lives and say this live is about me, blah 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 blah. Like, you're not good at it. You're not good at it. You're not good at it. Fuck off. And there we go. Oh, thank you guys so much for knocking out the gift goal. All right, we only need 20,000 more likes, and I'll roll it out. 20,000 more likes, I'll roll it out. 20,000 more likes, and I'll tell the story. I'll say one more time as well, guys. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow and you're not following me, hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. This is the main account. This is the main account now. The other account got Thanos, and it's no more. This is the account. I know. Listen, matter of fact, I'm going to tap with you guys because I got my backup right here. Look, I'm putting in the tapping work too. We're almost there. Hey, Brandon. We're going to get there together, guys. We need less than 10,000 likes. The Trump supporters are scared every day. That's because they're a bunch of bitches. The only day that Trump supporters aren't scared is the day that don't end with a Y. Any day that doesn't end with a Y is the day that Trump supporters have courage. So there's that. There we go. W's in the chat for the chat. Thank you guys for knocking out the gift goal. Thank you for actually hitting the like goal. All right, let's talk about it, because the last asshat was like, oh, I bet you're not like that in person. So I am not someone who believes in being a tough guy online, right? I think that's absolutely asinine, because this is the internet, right? This is the internet. Like, I'm here on this side of my phone. You're there on that side of your phone. Like nothing's gonna happen. What's the point of being a tough guy on the internet? It's silly. Now, real life is a little bit different. Real life's a little bit different. The other day, I was coming back home, and I was outside of my building, and I was parked on the side of the street, and I didn't want to pull into the parking area, because when I pull in, I lose signal because it's a garage. And so I stopped right before going into where the entrance is, and I was finishing up a call. And so all of a sudden I hear bam, bam, bam behind me. And I look back and it's a meter maid. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? And so the meter maid does this. All right. So he does this. And I'm like, oh, he wants me to pull up so he can, get behind where I am. Cool. So I pull up all the way that I can. So I'm not blocking the entrance, but I pull up so there's more space. And I'm still wrapping up my call. And then I hear bam, 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 bam. And I'm looking and I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. So then he gets out of his little cart thing, right? Because they have this little special car that has like 2 wheels. He gets out of his little car thing and he then comes behind my car and starts to take a picture. He's getting ready to give me a ticket. And I'm like, no, fuck that. So I then just pull off because I'm sitting in the car. The car's in drive. I'm just finishing a call. So I just pull off and pull into the garage area. And I pull into the garage area and then I say, fuck it, I choose violence. So instead of going to park, I just turn around and go right back out. I pull around and I go right back out and he's still there. So I park and I get out of the car and I walk over to him and I lean in and I said, hey, excuse me, were you writing me a ticket? And he was like, yeah, I'm writing you a ticket. I was like, I don't understand why. I wasn't parked. I was just sitting there. I was like, this is my building. I didn't want to pull into the garage because I was finishing up a call. And then he was like, well, you should have moved. You can't be parked there. And I was like, well, I didn't know. I was just finishing up a call. I don't understand why you would write me a ticket. And then he was like, well, I told you to move up. And I was like, yeah, I saw you do this. And so I moved up. He was like, well, I was telling you to move up and move on. I was like, well, I didn't know that. I saw you get out of your car and I thought you were going to come up here and talk to me. So I was waiting for you, but you didn't. And he's like, well, that you should have moved up and moved out. You can't park right here. This is a loading zone. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't parked. I was just sitting in the car. I said, the car was idling. I was literally sitting in the car. And he was like, yeah, well, you can't do that. And I was like, so you're really going to write me a ticket? He's like, yeah, I'm going to write you a ticket. I said, you a bitch. I said, how the fuck you out here trying to abuse the little bit of power that you had? You're a fucking meter maid and you're going to sit here and try to write me a ticket? You could have just told me to move, but instead of doing that, you're going to sit here and tell me that you're writing me a ticket? No, fuck you. That's what I said. That's what I said. And then I got back in the car and pulled into my garage. And then as I pull into the garage and go park, and I walk into the building and I take the elevator going to my floor, I get to my floor and I said, no, fuck that. I want that ticket. So I then, instead of getting off on my floor, go back down and walk back out. I didn't put down my bags or anything. I was like, fuck that. Give me the ticket. And I walked out looking for him and he was gone. He was absolutely gone. I definitely chose violence. I chose violence that day. I'm not proud of it, but I say all that to say, I'm absolutely the person in real life that I am online. I just am. I only know how to be one way, and that's me. Anywho, chat. I think that's a wrap. I think it's time for us to hit that dusty trail. I may come back later. Like, the reason why I was on early is because management and I have some family stuff that we're doing today. Late nights will be back soon. I haven't been doing late nights because I haven't had the ability to give it the proper time and attention that it deserves. And I don't want to take away from late nights because there's been family stuff that's happening. But once we get past the family stuff, then I promise you that we'll get right back to it. All right. But I may come back later. I don't know for sure. Just depends on how long it takes for the family stuff to wrap up. And I don't know, I mean, I might just go hang out later with my TikTok friends. So there's that. With that being said, I need you guys to do me a massive favor, like a massive, massive, massive favor. I need a huge favor from each and every one of you that are still hanging out right now. I need everyone to go over and raid Hector for me, right? But when we raid Hector, we need to get in this chat and spam L Hector. Spam L Hector. We're gonna spam L Hector. We're gonna spam L Hector. We need to give Hector the hardest of times. We're gonna do a quick outro so we can get over there. I'm gonna go over. I need everybody to meet me there. When we get in the chat, I need tap the screen, send your daily heart memes, do all the wonderful things. But I need everybody. Listen, chat, can you do it for me? Wait, before we do this, I need an agreement. Put a 3 in the chat if you agree to do this. I need a 3 in the chat if you agree to go over and spam Hell Hector with me. I need to see it. All right. We're locked in together? All right. So this is his @ Hector Talks. I'm going to hit a quick outro.
You stepped in the box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot.
Guys, thank you all for being here. You all are absolutely amazing. I love you all. Every single one of you are absolutely amazing people. Thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Let's get over there and spam L Hector. Let's give him a hard time. I love you all. Thank you all for being here. And as always,